Lead things off here for Huntersville Post.
Care Center strives to provide quality care and promote an excellent quality of life. They now offer Carolina Care Cottages. All Carolina Care services are now available to cottage residents on an outpatient basis. Cottage residents have priority to beds if need at Carolina Care Center. The 2-bedroom cottages are fully equipped. Reserve your new home today by calling 704-435-4161. Carolina Care, offering a standard of excellence. Let their family take care of your family today at Carolina Care Center. It's time to jump in. Jump in and cool off with a dip in your backyard pool. To help keep your pool sparkling clean all summer long, see Carolina Hardware Garden and Pool Center on the Reedfield Road in Lincoln. They carry a full line of BioGuard products. Plus, they'll analyze your water to make sure you get the right blend of BioGuard. And keep your yard looking great with the new Husqvarna Zero Turn tractor, push mower, or trimmer. Carolina Hardware and Garden Center on the Reachville Road in Lincoln.
back at Fred. In scoring position here with 2 outs. And Towery with a 2-1 count. Dylan Harris would be next if Towery's able to reach here. Williamson, your pitcher. Jeffrey Williamson, the pitch outside. 3 balls and a strike now to Towery. So what looked to be another inning of cruising for Williamson has turned into a little bit of a jam here for him. Runner at second base, 2 outs and a 3-1 count. The pitch on the way is on the inside corner, and that'll fill it up, 3-2. You can almost look at it the same way with a single. If you've got that triple, the triple's a hard one to get, but if you got
it'd
that,
be hard to stop on first. That would look.
Yeah,
That
that's
would
what I
look
was going to say. Yeah,
that would look a little embellished.
Yeah.
I get to second, I could be tired. I could slip. I didn't see the third base cut. There's a lot of excuses. You stop at first.
But even though everybody likes to hear I hit for the cycle, still 2 doubles, a triple, and a homer's better.
It'd be 2 triples.
Yeah, well, if you did the triple thing, yeah. But I'm just saying if it was the other way, if you needed a single. Here's a ground ball in the hole. Third baseman will cut across, cut it off, bobbles it, throws to first, throws high, and that error is going to allow Cherryville to take the lead.
1-0. Post 100 leads here on the bottom of the second inning.
The third baseman, Kevin, he cut across.
Made a good play on the ball.
But I think the little bit of juggling it from glove to throwing hand is what made him throw it high at first base. After that happened, he had to rush it. He threw it real quick to first. It was high. It gets over the first baseman's head. Not far enough for Towery to advance, but it is far enough for Alexander to come in and score the first run to make it 1-0.
I want to say hello to Oliver. I want to say hello real quick to all of our Huntersville fans watching tonight. A couple of them learned how to watch it in the come by the 10th the other night. Had some questions. We let them know, and they got some friends and family.
And to me, that's great. That's what it's for. That's why it's good.
I think one of them's parents was in the nursing home and wanted to watch.
Okay.
So they are watching and listening tonight.
Here's the pitch, and that just misses outside. A ball and a strike now to Harris. Harris playing third base tonight.
One nothing. Post 100. Bottom of the second.
1-1 is hit into right field and going to be caught. Hit hard.
Yes, it was.
But the right fielder out there had him played just about right. That's Dodson out there making his second put out of the inning. But Cherryville does get on the board. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base. We go to the third. Your score now on the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky TRT trailer sales scoreboard. Cherryville 1, Huntersville nothing.
Discover something for everyone at the Red Rabbit 27 shops in Lincoln. For women, you'll find handbags, sunglasses, garden decor, and more. For men, there's outdoor furniture, garden tools, saddles, boots, and chaps. For kids, check out the selection of children's clothes, doll clothes, and baby blankets too. Everyone will love the birdhouses, artwork, pottery, plants, wicker furniture, antique furniture, and jewelry too. Located on Highway 27 east of Lincoln, Red Rabbit 27 open Monday through Saturday. Call 704-240-4448.
Bruce isn't sure why he's out here, but this happens every time Aunt Betty and her allergies come to town, doesn't it, Bruce? But now, Train can help downtrodden animals like Bruce. A Train Clean Effect system removes up to 99.98% of the allergens from all the air that it heats or cools, so your owners will never choose Aunt Betty over you again. Let's go find your family a Train dealer.
Your Train Comfort Specialist is Roland Black Heated and Cooling. Call 704-865-1375. Roland Black Heated and Cooling.
It's hard to stop a train.
I want to be clear as mud like you were last night.
Back on the internet here. We'll be back on the radio shortly, but Cherryville Post 100. First pitch, ground ball, shortstop. Huff comes up, makes the play. It's going to be close.
Think he got him.
He got him.
Did. That's Ethan Whitman, leadoff batter here in the third, the number 7 hitter and the left fielder. And a nice play out there by Huff, 6-3 put out.
I was worried a little bit. He took too long there, David, at first.
Yep. Good arm, though, helped him.
Yep. Good play.
1 up, 1 down.
Welcome back on the radio.
And now the right fielder, Hunter Dodson. Dodson made a couple putouts there in that second inning.
You folks listen on the radio, you can also watch the game online tonight, WCSL1590am.com. And you can also tweet about it, drive right center field.
No hitter gone. This one's in the gap out there. It's not going to get all the way to the wall as it's cut off by Beam. Gets it back in quickly and holds Hunter Dodson to a single. First hit of the night, first base runner of the night for Huntersville Post 321.
Now that's where fleet of foot center fielder comes in handy, keeping that to a single there.
Right.
It was a hard hit ball in the gap. Beam did a good job cutting it off.
So a one-out single for Dodson. Now the number 9 hitter, the third baseman, Dylan Hurabud. And that's Hurabud, if you're wondering. Hurabud. Throw to first. Hunter's safe. Barely, boy. I think that caught the umpire by surprise.
Woo! I don't know about that.
It certainly caught me by surprise that he went in standing up.
Unless he missed the tag.
And that would have been hard to do with him going in standing up. Well, he's safe for now. Hurabud in there, right-handed hitter against Johnson. Here's the pitch to the plate, and that misses inside. Look at this. You think Chicago's a rough town? I just saw a tweet. 81 people have been shot in the past 96 hours.
I don't know how that happened because guns are illegal in Chicago.
That's right. It's working. Throw to first. This time the runner diving back in there. You think they're going for a Guinness record?
Who knows?
It's terrible, isn't it? I mean, it's just terrible what's going on there. 81 in 96 hours. I mean, you're talking about 4 days. Here's the pitch. That's down low.
Dustin
2-0.
Umpire in center field said the guy at first supposed to be out. Said he was picked off.
We agree on that one. He looked out from here.
Like a dead duck.
I think it caught the base umpire by surprise that he went in standing up. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch on the way, goes all the way behind the batter and actually hit the bat. Yep, that's a break for Cherryville as it hits the bat.
Now, the other night it hit the bat and was fair.
Went to the pitcher.
And then they threw it over the first baseman's head.
Yeah, that was a very strange play that night. As many as I'd seen hit the bat through the years, that's the first one I'd ever seen go back into play, into fair territory.
Pick out
throw to first, I tell you, making it closer and closer at first base, if you can get any closer. Hunter Dodson, your runner there, the right fielder for Huntersville, is diving back in every time, all he can do to get there. And now the pitch to the plate's up high, 3 balls and a strike to Hurabud. (3-1) pitch on the way, up and in, ball 4. So after the first hit of the game, now the first base on balls of the game. Hurabud draws the 1-out walk down to second, goes Dodson. And now back to the top of the order for Wayne Schaefer.
Wayne Schaefer. Sounds like a celebrity name or something.
Yeah, I'm thinking Wayne Brady. You know
Wayne
Brady?
Newton, Wayne Brady. John Wayne. Jimmy Wayne Shepherd.
John Wayne Gacy. Here's one slapped into left field. It's going to get down. A base hit off the bat of Schaefer. They will hold the runner at third. So now a little bit of a jam here for Alec Johnson. A walk surrounded by 2 singles, and the bases are loaded here for Huntersville. Dodson at third, Hurabud at second, Schaefer's at first, and now the number 2 hitter, the pitcher, Jeffrey Williamson, with 1 out in the inning. And Cherryville's 1-0 lead in jeopardy. Here's the stretch.
Bases juiced. Post 100 leads 1-0 on the Mr. Sparky TR3 Wise Electric scoreboard. And here comes Coach Bobby Dale Reynolds. We'll be back in 30 seconds. 30 seconds on WCSL.
Trailers for everything, and we mean it. at TRT Trailer Sales in Lincoln, 3302 Gastonia Highway. Trailers for hauling livestock, motorcycles, and cars. You'll find dump trailers, utility, and landscaping trailers. You'll find racing trailers with finished interiors, plus the tag-along and gooseneck trailers, insulated trailers with tack compartments, and 110 packages. Call toll-free at 1-877-2.
What are some of the greatest moments in sports? For me, I think of the basketball games in my uncle's driveway when I was a kid. He wasn't just my uncle, he was a friend. When he died, his funeral allowed me to share what he meant to me. It was a meaningful funeral for a life worth celebrating. As a member of the National Funeral Directors Association, the staff at Carpenter's Funeral Home understand the importance of creating a meaningful funeral service for a life worth celebrating. For more information, call Carpenter's Funeral Home at 704-435-6711. Carpenter's Funeral Home.
Score. Go ahead.
Excellence in cremation and funeral services.
Come in to score on the throwing error. The first run of the game ties it at 1-1. Hurabud's at second, Schaefer is at first, and Jeffrey Williamson at the plate yet to take a pitch.
1-1, post 100. Now tied.
Alec Johnson was cruising through the first 7 batters, 7 up, 7 down, then a single, a walk, a single, and now a throwing error has allowed a tying run to come in and score.
Listening to Big O Country Radio. We're on all 3 stations tonight since Shelby was canceled.
Here's a pitch, a shot out to short hop. You have to hurry. Huff goes to second for 1, and the throw to first won't be in time. I tell you what, that was a near double play because Huff nearly caught it in the air.
Yes, he did.
He could have actually turned 3 if he needed it. But it is a fielder's choice off the bat of Williamson. The out is recorded at second, 6-4, as Schaefer is retired. Over to third goes Hurabud. Runners at the corners now with 2 down, and Kurt Stabasevsky is your hitter.
Post 100 will face off with Mint Hill if they can win tonight. We're guessing Tuesday, maybe?
I would think they got to start by Tuesday. I mean, yeah, that's the date you're supposed to start with the rain we've had. You better start as soon as you can.
That's what I was thinking. They better.
And that won't be here. That'll be at Mint Hill, the higher seed, which right now we figure will be either Independence High or at Butler High, one or the other.
I have played at Independence. I've never been to Butler for baseball.
Oh, you just go a little further. Here's a pitch stroked into left field, well hit back on at Towery, and he's got it. That thing was not hit as hard as I thought it was. It jumped off the bat, but died quickly, and Towery hauls it in out there for out number 3. So really, all in all, Cherryville dodges a bullet there in inning number 3. 1 run on 2 hits. There was 1 error and 2 runners left on base. 2.5 in the books. Your score on the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard now. Huntersville 1, Cherryville 1.
279-7465 or visit the website trttrailersales.com.
A lot of people are switching to natural gas lately because natural gas appliances cost a lot less to operate than those using propane or electricity. In fact, a typical family could save up to $1,000 a year just by switching from propane to natural gas. But that's not all. To learn more about natural gas and to find out how much money you could save by switching, visit psncenergy.com/choosegas. That's psncenergy.com/choosegas. Natural gas from PSNC Energy, making everyday life better.
Do you need to organize? Maybe you need to create more space. But what do? Call Alcom Mini Storage on Dick Bream Road in Cherryville. Alcom Mini Storage has all sizes of mini storage bins, priced from $35 to $85. And now mention this radio ad, and when you pay for 3 months, you'll get an additional month free. Just mention this radio ad for your free month. Alcom Mini Storage, 235 Dick Bream Road in Cherryville, 704-435-8803. All units are lighted with security cameras and monthly extermination. Check our prices, Alcom Mini Storage.
Right now,
Back at Fraley Field in Cherryville. First pitch here to Clay Fuller, lifted out behind in shallow left field. A shortstop drops back and will make the play for out number 1. That's Stabasevsky out there about 15, 20 feet into the outfield grass, and Fuller is retired for the first out. Now back to the top of the order, Cody Dellinger. Cody Dellinger DHing tonight, letting Caleb Nairn have the second base duties, and Dellinger been very hot in that leadoff spot, so Coach Reynolds keeping his bat in there. And the first pitch is a curveball. It stays upstairs, ball 1. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Legion Baseball on Big O Country, as Cherryville and Huntersville. The only game in our area, Shelby, got a forfeit today to Haywood County. Hickory, believe it or not, in Kings Mountain rained out for the fifth straight day.
There's a base
fifth straight day.
Well, nope, ain't going to get down.
Nope. Left fielder will take care of that one off the bat of Dellinger. Again, that is Whitman out there this time. Dellinger retired on the fly out to left field, 2 up, 2 down. And now to bring up the second baseman, Caleb Nairn. We do know Lincoln County was a winner today, 8-1 over Henderson County. They lead that series 2-0. Caldwell defeated Gastonia today 12-2 to even that series 1-1, and Caldwell now leads the third game of the series by a 4-0 score in the third inning. And Mint Hill today won their series over Burke with a 12-9 win. They win that series 3-0 as Nairn is hit by a pitch while we giving those scores. And Nairn will head down to first base. So Mint Hill awaits the winner of this series, and it could be the first 2 done with their series.
Yep.
You know, in all likelihood, even if Cherryville has to play again tomorrow, it would still be the first 2 teams finished because everybody else is far behind. So Josh Beam now up there with a runner aboard, 2 out. Left-handed hitter takes a strike in there, a fastball. 0-1 to count. Good crowd on hand here. I'm not going to tell you it's not going to rain because the clouds have rolled in over the last 30 minutes or so. So the threat is here again.
It could rain
this
anytime.
one in there for a strike. You're right. If they can't reduce the series short, they're going to have to make it 5-inning games and play 2 at a time.
Start at 2 o'clock.
Throw to first, and runner's back in there on his belly. Nairn. No balls, 2 strikes. Beam trying to move Nairn around after Nairn was hit by a pitch. This one in the dirt, 1-2. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed. Beam is retired, and that will do it for Cherryville here in the third inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, a hit batter, 1 runner left on base. We go to the fourth inning. Your Hauser Drug, Mr. Sparky TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard. Huntersville 1, Cherryville 1.
There you go, Ann. Your new account is now open. Just one more little thing.
Here's your card.
What was that?
It's my new bank. Every time I turn around, I get hit with another fee.
You need to get an account at Carolina Federal Credit Union.
She's right.
Tired of getting hit by bank fees? Switch to Carolina Federal Credit Union today. Make those pains go away.
Here's your receipt.
Shane Calloway invites you to see Cherryville Printables for your sports embroidery, screen printing, and promotional items. Plus, if you're a member of a sports team, the new Cherryville Printables sells uniforms and sporting good apparel, including New Era and Flex Fit hats. Plus, name brand apparel including Nike, Augustus, Holloway, Ashworth, Adidas, Carhartt, and Dry Duck. And they can personalize any item. And be sure to ask about their special fundraising pricing. See their products in Medical Center Pharmacy or call 704-748-3550. That's Shane Calloway and Cherryville Printables. Again, 704-748-3550.
And welcome back to Cherryville High School's Fraley Field. Post 100 host Huntersville 321. It's 1-1 now. Top of the 4th inning at Cherryville Fraley Field. Like I said, we are live on Big Old Country Radio, 1390 AM in Shelby, 1050 AM in Lincoln County, and 1590 AM here in Cherryville and Gaston County. You can watch live on WCSL1590am.com and follow us on Twitter at What's Up Shopper, at Cherryville Post 100, at WCSL 1590 AM, and a bunch of other places. But
there you go.
We got about 24 Twitter accounts for us to. We can worry about that later. Here's
the pitch ripped in between short and third. Harris gave it a shot over there, but he had no shot at it really, and it's a base hit into left field off the bat of Carson McNamara to lead off the 4th inning here. Solid base hit, and that's now the 3rd hit for Huntersville Post 321. We were discussing whether or not how that Mint Hill and Asheville, not Mint Hill, but Union County and Asheville series was coming out, and actually it was Asheville who won game 1 10-4. Union County won today 15-6. A lot of runs being scored in that one. So it's even, and they're playing game 3 right now.
Yeah.
This pitch misses outside.
Post 100, of course, playing the winner, or Mint Hill tonight, won their series, swept #1 overall seed. So if they do win the series, we'll have their hands full.
Yeah, it'll be the first time in a while, especially this early, that Cherryville will not have home field advantage.
Or even have to play a #1 overall seed until the championship game, or at least your side of the bracket.
And I've seen Mint Hill, and I know why they have the #1 seed. They're a good team. They're a really good team. They can hit the baseball. Fly ball out into left field should be playable for Towery. Dalton Towery under it will make the catch. McNamara back to first base now, and there's one down here in the Huntersville 4th inning. And it'll bring up the first baseman, Brandon Gragilla. Gragilla, the first baseman. Big young man standing on that left-hand side. Throw to first. The runner is out. Got it. That quick move by Alec Johnson, I tell you, he has got a very good pickoff move. And he picks off the runner at first base. 1-3 on that pickoff.
That one was a lot closer than the first one. He was safe.
Yeah, closer in a different way.
Yeah.
The other one was more out. The 1-3, the pickoff erases the runner McNamara. 2 down now, and the count 1 ball, and that's the first pitch, actually 1 ball here to Gragilla. Now the 1-0 pitch on the way, and it's ripped into right field, and it will be caught. Boy, that was a shot.
Yes, it was. He got every bit of that.
But caught by Fuller out there in right field. That thing didn't get 10 feet. I don't think it got 6 feet off the ground because it was caught right at Fuller's head for out number 3. So no runs, a hit, no errors, a pickoff, nobody left on base. 3.5 in the books. Your Hauser Drug TRT Mr. Sparky scoreboard remains Huntersville 1, Cherryville 1.
1 in 3 drivers is cruising around in a state of skepticism about just how much value their car insurance company is delivering. If you're one of them, State Farm agent Billy Rowland in Lincoln can help you get to a better state, because Billy and her agents will talk with you, listen to you, and help put together a policy that has you written all over it, from cost to coverage, all backed by 24/7 customer support. Feeling less skeptical? Then call State Farm agent Billy Rowland in Lincoln and officially get to a better state with State Farm.
The old saying, you can't keep a good man down, now applies to Brookwood Cafe and Catering. The new Brookwood Cafe and Catering is located on Providence Mill Road in Maiden, featuring the same great food and service you remember. The world's greatest fried chicken and world-famous penny browns once again satisfy your appetite. Brookwood Cafe and Catering is serving the same great breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Brookwood Cafe and Catering on Providence Mill Road in Maiden. Stop by before the game or call ahead for your tailgate items, 828-428-8944.
Check. Welcome back to Cherryville High School. It's Fraley Field. Tyler Shoemaker going to lead on for Post 100 here. 1-1, bottom 4, as Post 100 faces Huntersville, Post 321.
First pitch from Williamson to Shoemaker, popped into right field. Right fielder shouldn't have any trouble with this, and Dodson camping under it makes the play. So 1 pitch, 1 out here in the Cherryville 4th inning, and it'll bring up the shortstop, Brett Huff. Having some fun picking at who's at fault here for us having a series wrong. You know, it goes full circle. Somehow before, see, when I have wear the headsets and they all sit down there on one end, before I get out of here, it'll be my fault.
Yeah. That's how it works.
That's right.
Pitch outside, ball 1 to Brett Huff.
Huff takes a ball away. Fly to right his first time up.
Hit it hard to right.
Mm-hmm.
He's been on fire of late.
Now the pitch ripped into center field. This one's going to be caught too, I think. Well, a diving attempt, and he does make the play. Took a lot more effort than I thought it would, but then there again, that ball off the bat of Huff was hit very hard. Just a little too much under it.
Let's think about baseball. Sometimes you hit those hard ones and they're in. I remember a player on one of our all-star teams one time went 0 for 13 in a tournament, and every one of them was a line drive to an infielder.
Is that something?
Pitchers, shortstop, second base, everybody was line drives.
After a while, even first 3 or 4 times, you feel, well, I'm hitting it hard. But after that, it's like it gets old.
It was heartbreaking to him.
First pitch, a strike to Brandon Alexander.
I won't mention his name, but yeah, I mean, that's the worst offer I've ever seen.
This one in there for a strike. That's just tough luck.
That's poor. It's terrible luck.
You're not really in a slump with your swing or anything. It's just tough luck the way things are happening. 0-2 pitch up the middle and caught by the shortstop. That is one of the best shortstop it is, but that's Stabisevsky, and I bragged on him on game 1 like you wouldn't believe. He is one of the best shortstops I've seen. And cutting across this time to take a hit away from Brandon Alexander in a 1-2-3 inning for Cherryville in the 4th. We go to the 5th inning, and your Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky TRT trailer sales scoreboard remains the same. Huntersville 1, Cherryville 1.
Carolina Heating and Cooling in Cherryville has been in business for over 90 years with over 4 generations of contractor experience. Carolina Heating and Cooling specializes in sales, service, and installation of heating and cooling products. They offer annual maintenance agreements and service all brands of equipment. Carolina Heating and Cooling, 1313 West Church Street in Cherryville in the Old Ford Motor Company building. Owned and operated by Keith and Brian Long. Call 704-435-4433.
Community minded, just like you. Community minded, that's for sure, it's true.
You care about the future of this community. You grew up here. You've raised a family here. Your life is here. So is ours.
Carolina Trust Bank. Member FDIC.
Community minded, just like you.
We'll go ahead and we are online right now. So Cherryville Post 100 here at Fraley Field, 1-1. Head to the top of the 5th. That'll bring up who, David?
Ethan Whitman, the left fielder, grounded to short his first time up. He'll lead things off here.
Here's the first pitch to Whitman.
In there for a strike. 1. And now back on Big O Country.
Big O Country Radio.
WLON, WHS, WCSL.
You can listen to Big O Country Radio 24/7 online. If you got a Ustream app with your smartphone, you can listen with your smartphones and your tablets. You can also watch with your smartphones and tablets in the studio and watch tonight's game with your smartphones and tablets. So download the free Ustream app. It's the letter Ustream .tv.
0-2, swung on a miss, so a strikeout as they're going to have to complete the throw to first, and they do so. Actually, the umpire says, no, you don't have to. So a straight strikeout, first 2 looking, and the third pitch there, a swinging strike to Whitman, so he's retired. And believe it or not, first strikeout of the night for Alec Johnson, who's looked sharp on the mound, but that is his first strikeout, and now to bring up the right fielder, Hunter Dodson. What's the O for? I've always wanted to ask.
The O for what?
The big O.
On what?
Country.
Oh, I don't know. Nobody tells me anything.
Well, maybe Pop's listening, and he'll tell us what
he
that.
might. My dog's name's Ozzy. Maybe it's Ozzy country.
I know he's named after Ozzie Guillen, right?
Yeah. His actual name is on his thing, Ozzie Smith Hastings.
Here's a swing and a miss, and they count 1-1.
He can catch a frisbee like the Wizard. He won't go after a ball of any kind.
Is that right?
He'll catch a frisbee all day long.
I figured the big O is like big O, like big O, just the O.
It may be. Swing and a miss. Dodson. He pitched the other night. He's the one that couldn't find the strike zone, but when he did, I mean, his pitch is left-handed. He was humming it in there, and it was moving quite a bit. It's tough for Cherryville to even hit. He just gifted them with all the walks.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out in the inning, nobody aboard. Here's the pitch, grounded foul toward the Huntersville dugout. Ricocheting off of the fence in front of the Huntersville dugout. Good crowd on hand. There is a threat of rain, but at this point, haven't seen the first jacket or umbrella come out tonight.
No, not yet.
But let me go ahead and tell you this. Obviously, we're tied, and it wouldn't matter, but just because you get past the 5th, the game is not complete. This one fouled out in the parking lot, a John Brown Allstate foul ball. Your car over there? I see you looking awful hard.
I was just seeing which one it hit. It hit the blue Dodge Durango. If you're driving a blue Dodge Durango in the stands tonight.
Better not be driving it in the stands.
Well, no. If you're sitting in the stands, you better call John Brown Allstate.
Here's a pop up this time, third base side. Will this one stay in play? Third baseman giving chase, and it is caught, but let's see. He's out.
Yep, he's out.
We didn't know before if the mat was in play or not. I thought it was. I heard somebody a couple nights ago say no.
The rule when I played was if it's concrete, it's out of play. Everything else is in.
Okay. So that one caught on the black mat, and he's out.
So if it even if it bounced off they call it the Henry Dome down there. If it bounced off of the Henry Dome, it'd be out of play because it touched it out. So that's what it was 10 years ago. So and all those players are sitting in fair territory. So I mean, if they touch it.
2 up, 2 down, and now the number 9 hitter, Dylan Hurabud, takes a strike. 0-1.
Clint Spencer sitting on the Henry Dome tonight doing the camera work. That's his shot right there. They were supposed to be in Shelby tonight.
This pitch outside, 1-1. They go to the 5th inning at Caldwell, and Caldwell leads Gastonia 4-1. That is game 3. Both teams have won a game in that series. 1-1 swung on, fouled off toward the Cherryville dugout. Played by, looks like Derek Braun fielding it over there in the Cherryville dugout. 1-2 the count. 2 outs, nobody aboard, 1-1 game. Huntersville, Cherryville. Cherryville leading the series 2-0. And the 1-2 from Johnson up over the head of Hurabud. Two and 2.
Post and Hunter tied 1-1 here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. There's the pitch.
Down and away. That'll fill it up, Kevin. 3-2.
Full count.
So a payoff pitch coming to Hurabud, the number 9 hitter, who drew a walk his first time up. You really don't want to walk that number 9 hitter to start an inning or with 2 outs either, as far as that goes. And the 3-2 pitch lifted into right field should be playable. That's Fuller under it, makes the catch for out number 3. So now all of a sudden 5 in a row retired again here by Johnson as he's got another streak going, a 1-2-3 inning. We're halfway through this game. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky TRT trailer sales scoreboard remains 1-1 Cherryville and Huntersville.
We used to practice in a storage unit.
What makes a Cherryville Federal Bank mortgage better?
My apartment couldn't hold all the equipment. Plus, it wasn't a great way to make friends with the neighbors. I got a raise at my day job, and I was like, maybe I can afford a house. So I go down to see Ed at Cherryville Federal, just to see what was out there. He asked all about my job, how much I make, if I have anything saved for a down payment. Then he says I might be a perfect fit for some special home loan programs. He got me pre-qualified, so I knew how much house I could shop for. Now, I'm a homeowner. Me, a homeowner. With a couple of bedrooms, a porch, a garage band, and a mortgage that fits me.
Bankers who listen, mortgages that fit. That's what makes Cherryville Federal Bank better. An equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Bright, sunshiny day.
If you want to be treated like family, stop by the drugstore in Lincoln and Vale or Boger City, and you will get just that. The drugstore is locally owned and operated. George and his staff take great pride in giving all their customers fast, efficient, quality customer service. They can help you with any prescription or home health care need you may have. Find them on Facebook or at tdspharmacies.com. The drugstore would like to welcome you to their family.
Williamson will field it on 2 hops, underhands to first to get Towery 1-3 for the first out. The pitcher that's on the mound here, Jeffrey Williamson for Huntersville, has allowed 1 run on just 1 hit tonight through his first 4 1/3 inning. He's looked very sharp on the mound.
Yeah, Cherryville, they're up 2-0 in the series, but haven't hit the ball that particularly well. I mean, Huntersville actually out-hit them in the series so far. But it's when you hit and the walks.
1 ball, no strike, the count here to Dylan Harris. Now the 1-0 is ripped into left field. That should get down for a base hit. And that is the second Cherryville hit of the night. Harris delivers a 1-out single. So he stands at first base with 1 down, and now the number 9 hitter, Clay Fuller. And earlier, at the end of the regular season in the first couple games here, Fuller was one of the hottest batters in this lineup.
Yes, he was. He's been hitting the ball pretty good.
See if he can get that back going. 0 for 1 tonight.
He dodges it, said it takes one. Coach Reynolds going to look at. I'm sure he's going to ask him what's he dancing about up there. Take that one.
The last 2 games of the regular season, he had a 3-hit game against Henderson, a double in that Shelby game when there wasn't many hits at all, and then a couple hits in game 1 of this series as he fouls this one off.
Just watching Coach. Dodges the one that almost hits him. That would have got him on base. Then he swung at one about a foot outside.
What's the HBO show they do for the training camp? I can't think of it.
Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks. We should do one for Legion Baseball.
Yeah.
We should do a Hard Knocks for Legion Baseball. Take you through the regular, through a whole season of one team. That'd be fun. Here's the pitch, swung on and grounded to first. In between first and second, second baseman has to go get it to his feet. Nice play.
Good play.
Yeah, this team really plays some good defense, this Huntersville team, and that excellent play out there by Wayne Schaefer. I thought the first baseman would come off and go get it. He didn't, and it wound up paying off for him. The second baseman, Schaefer, diving to his right, makes the play and just gets enough of his body turned around to get the put out at first base. I don't know what's happening here, unless there was some talking between the hitter and pitcher there as he left the field. 4-3 put out at second base.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what he is.
Yeah.
Except give him a little room behind him.
So now 2 down, the runner Harris moved to second base on that ground out, and it'll be up to Cody Dellinger here if Cherryville's going to do any damage in the first pitch of ball.
Somebody looked at somebody funny, and they didn't like it.
Well, I like the umpire stepping in. 1-0 pitch on the way, and that's down and in. 2 balls, no strikes to Cody Dellinger.
Well, these boys getting out of the way up, David. They throwing it right at him. Ain't you supposed to let it hit you? Take you back?
Well, unless you're up 10-1, you know, I mean, and it's a 1-1 game. This one down and in, 3-0.
Now wait a minute. You're talking about me and my double. Now you're getting out of the way up 10-1.
Up 10-1, yeah.
What if you need that one to end the game?
I'll let you stop at second and take that double for up 10-1. There's a pitch in there for a strike. 3-1.
Hey, Dustin Day agreed with me out in center. He stopped at second too.
That's not saying a lot.
He don't count.
This one fouled off the bat of Dellinger, 3-2. So the count full to Cody Dellinger. Runner at second base, Dylan Harris. A 1-1 game. Harris represents the go-ahead run here for Cherryville in the 5th inning. Cherryville 1 run on just 2 hits. Huntersville 1 on just 3 hits. Here's the pitch. Dellinger fouls it on the left side down the left field line out of play. And we'll do it again.
Well, we got some type of time here.
Ball is flying in.
Runner on second, 1-1. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning, Postal Hunter's got a runner on second, looking to get that extra run. They need another Rocky Bennett insurance run.
3-2, swung on a miss. Not going to happen here. Dellinger retired on strikes, and that'll do it for Cherryville. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We go to the 6th inning. Hauser Drug, Mr. Sparky, TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard remains Huntersville 1, Cherryville 1.
Your full-service service center for your automobile is Rick's Automotive on East Main Street in Cherryville. They do it all at Rick's Automotive. Rick Walker and his staff is dedicated at providing you the best in automotive care. From an oil change to a tune-up, from a tire alignment to a full set of new tires, from heaters to air conditioners, you can get it done at Rick's Automotive. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30. Rick's Automotive, 1001 East Main Street in Cherryville. Call 435-3801.
Friends, let's stop spending our weekends driving back and forth from some home improvement warehouse. Let's make one trip to Ace, get help quickly from people who know their stuff, and do it all before our second cup of coffee. Get your weekend back.
Ace can help you quickly turn your to-do list into a to-done list.
To help out with your weekend projects, see Ferguson's Ace Hardware. Ferguson's Ace Hardware on Highway 150 East in Cherryville, helping you out with your weekend projects.
Ace, the helpful place.
Your reasons for a personal loan are as individual as you are. As a community bank, we understand that. We're the bank with the focus on service. So we'll help you design a loan plan that fits your needs and your budget. Talk to us about your personal reasons for a personal loan. First National Bank, hometown banking since 1874. Member FDIC.
Here, Wayne Schaefer leading things off for Huntersville Post 321, and he takes a ball to start the count. Now at 2 balls, the second pitch misses as well, 2-0. The count to Schaefer leading off the 6th, a 1-1 game. And the 2-0 swung on, lifted out into left field. Towery coming in, shouldn't have any problem, and makes the play. So 1 up, 1 down as Schaefer's retired for the first out here in inning number 6. Bring up the number 2 hitter now, Jeffrey Williamson, the pitcher tonight for this team.
1-1, Postal Hunter leads 2-0 in the series. Tied tonight right now. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Looking to end this series short, get a day's rest and play Mint Hill Tuesday.
First pitch, a ball to Williamson. Williamson's looked sharp on the mound tonight. 1-0 on the way, and it's popped up foul out of play.
That one down the street, unless somebody was driving.
That's right. Or on somebody's head. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody aboard. A 1-1 game. Ones are very popular here tonight in this game so far. This one goes all the way to the backstop. Good time for it. 2-1 the count.
Don't forget, after the game, post-game show, we'll have some awards. Big Resources Player of the Game, Medical Center Pharmacy Offensive Player of the Game, and the First Baptist Defensive Player of the Game.
Got some work to do to get that Offensive Player of the Game right now. This pitch up and in. 3 balls and a strike now to Williamson.
Well, whoever scored would get to vote.
either whoever scored or whoever knocked him in. And Cherryville's actually scored on an error, so there wasn't an RBI.
3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, 1-1. Here's the pitch.
And that just misses down low.
Shoot.
And again, the umpire steps out there like he's expecting words to be said. I don't know, but the home plate umpire this time stepped out there in between pitcher and base runner. Didn't look like anything was said. Nothing was even close to him, really. So,
other than I thought that pitch was a strike. But
yeah, it was very close. I'm with you. So a 1-out walk, and now Kurt Stabaseski. Throw to first. They got him. Wow, did they catch him leaning the wrong way. Second pickoff tonight for Alec Johnson. What a weapon that is to have when you can pick the runner off. You think he's walking him on purpose, setting him up his pickoff? 1-3 again on a pickoff.
He said, I got this, BD. I'll just get him
I tell you what, he's about as quick as I've seen from that right-handed side. So 2 down now, and the first pitch here to Stabasevsky is a ball down low. At one time I thought I had, and what I'm looking for, I thought I had a sheet of Cherryville Post 100 regular season stats, but maybe I was fooling myself. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1 the count.
1-1. Post 100 and Huntersville tied.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, nobody aboard after the pickoff at first. 2 runners picked off first tonight by Alec Johnson. And the pitch in the dirt bounces up there. One of those guys realize they're being picked off by just a young sophomore pitcher out of West Lincoln. But I'll tell you what, I don't care what year he is, he's been sharp tonight on the mound, and he has an excellent pickoff move to first base. That guy had already took off to second. Here's a fly ball out into center field, well hit. Josh Beam on the run, makes the play for out number 3. So it always pays to have a good glove and good wheels out there in center field.
Yes, it
does.
does.
Josh Beam paying off again. Nothing doing, no runs, no hits, no errors. A walk, but a pickoff. Nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Your Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky TRT trailer sale scoreboard remains Huntersville 1, Cherryville 1.
Just like you love Cherryville sports, Cherryville has a hometown skilled nursing facility that loves their work too. Peak Resources Cherryville, where caring comes to life. For a tour of Peak Resources Cherryville, call us at 704-435-6029 or just stop by. Located off Delview Road at 700 Self Street in Cherryville. And we'd love to meet you. Peak Resources Cherryville, providing exceptional nursing and rehabilitation care at Cherryville. Again, phone 704-435-6029. For Peak Resources Cherryville.
Super Tuesday is back at Medical Center Pharmacy on East Academy Street in Cherryville. Cheeseburgers for just 99 cents. And it's time to get your flu shots. And don't forget about the new Kids Vitamin Free program. Pick up a free bottle of children's chewable multivitamins every 30 days. Parent must come in and sign up each child for their 30-day supply. At Medical Center Pharmacy, 607 East Academy Street in Cherryville. For breakfast, lunch, or dinner, it's Mitchum's Kitchen in Vail. Now open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sunday. Try their all-you-can-eat pancake special. All you can eat for only $3.99 every day. And don't forget about the big Sunday lunch specials. Every day is a great day to eat at Mitchum's Kitchen in Vail. Open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Call 704-276-1155 for all of your catering needs too. Golf carts are
Tyler Shoemaker. He'll send to the plate, and there's a base hit into right field.
That's a good start.
Right center field. One pitch. Caleb Nairn delivers a single, the 3rd Cherryville hit of the night. Nairn leadoff single, and now to bring up Josh Beam. So now, Kevin, I think we're getting those innings. You might see Coach Reynolds put a bunt on here, try to get a runner in scoring position.
I have to.
No more base runners than he's had tonight. That's We've had a single, an error. Towery reached on an error. Nairn was hit by a pitch. Another single. The singles belong to Alexander.
There's your foul ball on a bunt attempt.
And Nairn. So we hadn't had, but how many is that? I mentioned 5 base runners for Cherryville tonight. 5.
Yep.
That's it. But they are tied 1-1, and as you said, Beam fouls off the first bunt attempt.
It's funny how we talk about these teams. They bring in the hits. Going to be a lot of runs. And here we are in the 6th. It's 1-1.
Here's the pitch. Beam this time takes a ball inside, pulls back and takes the ball inside. That's a heck of a play by the catcher there to keep that thing from going to the backstop. Carson McNamara. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. The lost art of bunting as well might come into play. I say that every year.
Well,
this
it's
time
true
Beam
every year.
squares it is. Throw to first, runner back. The catcher tried to catch him leaning, and Beam now has taken the last 2, pulled back his bat, and it's 2 balls and a strike.
That wasn't even close. Catcher should have just ate that one. About threw it in.
Wasn't a close strike. It wasn't
in the right
being
field.
A strike either. Here's the pitch to the plate. Beam gets the bunt down. The pitcher's going to go to second, and they got him. Throw to first, not in time, but that's also something you try to avoid is not the bunt back at the pitcher. But Beam, that wasn't a really good pitch to bunt. It was in on his hands, and he did bunt it, but it went back to the pitcher, and it's a fielder's choice. Good play by Williamson, the pitcher, as he goes 1-6, the force out of Nairn for the first out, and Beam now your runner at first, and Shoemaker the hitter.
Might see a steal attempt now.
Their first pitch, throw down to first by the catcher again. He's determined to
Get
try and
somebody
get one
over
of those
there.
runners.
Yeah.
1-1 game. We are in inning number 6. Pitch to the plate, bounces up there. 2 balls, no strikes. Now the count to Shoemaker. (2-0) on the way. Swung on, lifted out into right center field. Should be playable for Dodson in right. He makes the play for out number 2. He's had a lot of action out there tonight on that right field side. 5 putouts for him.
For the right fielder.
5 putouts tonight in right field for Dodson here in just 5 2/3 inning. So 2 down now.
He's hugging the line.
Yep, and he's coming way off to make a lot of those plays though.
Cherryville puts one in that gap out towards our.
Oh yeah.
Or out towards our cameraman Dustin Day. They might get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and the center fielder plays shallow as well here. Brett Huff, who hit the home run here, however many nights ago that was. Now with all the rain, I've just about forgot.
Curveball and
in
the runner goes.
Runner goes, and he's going to be safe. So there's your bunt that wasn't. Josh Beam, since he didn't get the bunt sacrifice complete, he's still second. But there are 2 outs is the only issue. So Beam's in scoring position.
Well, the good news is Brett Huff batting. He's been hot.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Can Huff get the base hit down and give Beam a chance to score?
I say Beam's got the speed to get it done.
This one inside on the hands to Brett Huff, and it's 2-1. Huff looking for his first hit of the night. Now the pitch to the plate, swung on and missed. Kevin, I think he chased one out of the strike zone there down and away, but couldn't lay off of it, and the count goes 2-2.
When you're hot, the slider will kill it.
Got that right. 2-2 again. That comes with that pitch, and it's outside. Huff lays off of it. That one a little farther out, and the count now 3-2 to Huff. Brandon Alexander, who has one of the 3 Cherryville hits, awaits on deck.
Down the Cherryville bullpen, 32.
Here's the pitch to the plate. Big hopper, third base side. That ball is foul by about a foot.
Yep.
Yeah, 32
is that Cameron
is. No, it shouldn't be. He's 33. It's not 33, is it?
Well, I'm looking through the fence, and these numbers are funky, so it could be a 3.
Okay. I can't tell from
it's
here.
It's a 32 or 33.
Yeah, it's 33. That's Cameron High. I have 1 square I could see through. 3-2 again on the way, and it's grounded back to the pitcher, a 1 hopper. Williamson will trot over, now flip to first, and that will do it. 4 Cherryville Post 100 in the 6th, no runs a hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. 2/3 of the way. We've completed 6. Hauser Drug, Mr. Sparky, TRT, Trailer Sales Scoreboard. Huntersville 1, Cherryville 1.
The specialty at R&M Motors in Cherryville. No matter where you live, it's well worth the drive to R&M Motors in Cherryville for your custom-made golf carts. Prices start at only $18.50, and all carts come with a 30-day warranty. Come see the selection today. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Saturdays 8:30 till 2. And be sure to check out R&M Pawn and Trade and R&M Motor Tire and Automotive Care, all located on the Dallas-Cherryville Highway, 1 mile outside of Cherryville. Call 704-445-0103. The 2013 Dodge event is underway at Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge in Lincoln. Coming now for some great deals on the new 013 Dodge models, including the new 2013 Dodge Dart, starting at $15,995. Or lease a new 2013 Dodge Dart for $149 per month for 24 months. Or how about the new 2013 Dodge Charger, starting at $25,995
for the night. First pitch to a long bomb, and it's 2-1 now, as Huntersville takes the lead here in the
side. Or lease it for only $269 per month. See Abernathy for all the detail. Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge, 1442 East Main Street in Lincoln.
No chance out there. Solo home run makes it 2-1 Huntersville. And now Will Champion, center fielder. First pitch down and away. If you're Alec Johnson here, you just got to shake that off, and then, you know.
Well, that's the first home run I've seen this year, David.
Yep,
Can't say that no more.
It was a no-doubter. You got to figure right here, too, if you're Johnson, you know, your team is going to have to score for you to win anyway, so you got to figure they'll get you a run in these last 3 innings. That's a fly ball into right field. Should be no problem for Fuller. He hauls it in for the first out. So 1 out now after the solo home run, and now Brandon Gregilla, the first baseman. The big first baseman on this team.
At some point, somebody needs to ask him how tall so he can quit guessing.
First pitch outside. He can make up anything. We'd believe it, wouldn't we?
Yep.
Now Alexander stood up beside him finally, and he's not in his range. I mean, he's, you know, a couple inches shorter. 1-0, down and away. 2 balls, no strikes to Gregilla. A grounder to second, a fly to right tonight for this Huntersville first baseman.
He's hit it hard.
Mm-hmm. Again, this your Billy Rowland State Farm Insurance 7th inning. It was started in a bad way for Post 100 with the home run by McNamara. They go to the 7th inning. Caldwell leads Gastonia 4-2. Here's a shot into left field. Gregilla's got a base hit. Towery fills it, gets it back in, so a 1-out single. Gregilla's first hit of the night.
Starting to hit him pretty good here.
Mm-hmm.
In the 7th.
Well,
and the top of the 7th.
See how tall he is to Shoemaker down there.
Oh, yeah.
About 6 inches taller, probably.
Yeah, somebody else gets on. Coach Reynolds will probably make a visit.
I like to see what I just saw even out of your big guys. He slapped that the opposite way. He didn't try to pull it.
Yeah.
Don't try to pull every pitch.
Good piece of heat.
Yes, it is. And now the pitch to Ethan Whitman in there for a strike. Caldwell County leading Gastonians, we just said, 4-2. That is game 3 of that series, with its series even 1 apiece. Here's the 0-1, grounded out to third. Third baseman charges. Harris throws to first. He's only play to first. And he gets Whitman, 5-3 put out. Down to second base on the play goes Gregilla. So now Huntersville with a runner in scoring position, but 2 down for Hunter Dodson.
Good play at third there for Post 100. Like David said, they're down 2-1 now.
Did you see
top of 7?
Alec Johnson bailing out of the way on that throw to first?
He hit the dirt.
He's getting out of the way, buddy. I don't blame him. You know, when that third baseman's charging, you don't know exactly where he's going to field it and throw from.
Right.
So you're kind of guessing if you're on that mound.
I've had to hit the ground as a pitcher and an umpire, especially when in the Little League.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just sling it, huh?
I can smell the rawhide going by me. It's
First
so
pitch
close.
outside to Dodson. Yeah, I don't like to hear it. I don't like to hear it whizzing.
Dodson, where's he bat? What hole is he in tonight? He was in 8 hole the other night.
8. 1 for 2 tonight. And the pitch to the plate inside, 2-0.
Call me again, knowing I'm on there. Coach Bean for the Burns Bulldogs must have a very important question here in the middle of the inning.
It's only 47 days to kickoff.
I know, he can't wait. Jamboree, Cleveland County at Kings Mountain this year. We'll have coverage of it.
Right.
We'll also have live football coverage of every Burns Bulldogs, Shelby Golden Lions, and Crest Chargers team games. All the home games, 100% sure. The away games, we're going to say 95 for now.
Well, with a 3-0 count here to Dodson, they're calling for the intentional walk. Brandon Alexander steps outside and takes ball 4, so an intentional walk issued to Dodson. He heads to first base. Your runner at second is Gregilla. 1 run across already. The solo home run from McNamara gives Huntersville the 2-1 lead. And now 2 down, and it's going to be up to Dylan Hurabud, the third baseman, looking for his first hit of the night.
Coach Reynolds still on his bucket. First and second, 2 outs, 2-1. Huntersville leads on WCSL1590am.com.
2-1 game, something you don't see that often in Legion baseball. And this pitch in there for a strike, 0-1 to Hurabud. Huntersville threatening, though, to add to their 1-run lead. The stretch. Johnson looks at the runner. The 0-1 pitch, lifted into right field. Fuller coming in, had him played right.
Good
makes the
positioning.
play on the run for out number 3. So that will do it in the 7th for Huntersville. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and they strand 2. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's stretch inning. Your score on the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky TRT trailer sales scoreboard as we go to our Billy Rowland bottom of the 7th inning is Huntersville 2, Cherryville 1.
You wouldn't want your favorite sports team to only play offense or only play defense. So when it comes to insurance, why settle for someone that can handle only your auto policy? Bring your home and auto insurance to Allstate now, and you can save big on both. You deserve someone that can assist you more. That's Allstate, Stan. Are you in good hands? Hey, sports fans, call Allstate agent John Brown at 704-435-1920 today. Carolina Care Center strives to provide quality care and promote an excellent quality of life. They now offer Carolina Care Cottages. All Carolina Care services are now available to cottage residents on an outpatient basis. Cottage residents have priority to beds if need at Carolina Care Center. The 2-bedroom cottages are fully equipped. Reserve your new home today by calling 704-435-4161. Carolina Care, offering a standard of excellence. Let their family take care of your family today at Carolina Care Center. It's time to jump in. Jump in and cool off with a dip in your backyard pool. To help keep your pool sparkling clean all summer long, see Carolina Hardware Garden and Pool Center on the Reedfield Road in Lincoln. They carry a full line of BioGuard products. Plus, they'll analyze your water to make sure you get the right blend of BioGuard. And keep your yard looking great with the new Husqvarna zero-turn tractor, push mower, or trimmer. Carolina Hardware and Garden Center on the Reachville Road in Lincoln.
And God Bless America being played there on the PA system. The pitcher Williamson goes now to go through his warm-up pitches, still on the hill as he goes into his 7th inning of work, allowing only 1 Cherryville run tonight on just 3 Cherryville hits.
I was wondering about how long they're going to stay with him. He's not a big kid, so I wonder if stamina will be an issue in this hot, humid July day. But we'll see.
5 base runners, Kevin, for Cherryville tonight through 6 complete innings.
He's done a great job on the mound.
And one of those reached by error.
Yep, he's moved in and out of the strike zone, curveballs, breaking. I mean, he's pitched a great game tonight so far.
Mint Hill beat Burke County today, 12-9 to complete that series. So now Cherryville, if they are able to win this series, when they win this series, will take on Mint Hill. First game will be on the road, either at Independence or Butler. We don't know the day. We assume Tuesday if Cherryville would win tonight, but we don't want to say that for sure. So you'll want to check your local listings, radio stations, newspapers.
Going to assume Tuesday.
And you know what happens when I assume anyway. So Brandon Alexander takes a strike to start the count here from Williamson now. And the 0-1 is popped foul over our head. So
there's your John Brown All-State foul ball.
Quickly 0-2.
Up there, that's near my car, straight back.
Uh-oh.
I parked back there at the. Actually, I didn't drive tonight, so.
If he gets one to my car,
hope he hit one of
y'all. In the church parking. Now Alexander's hitting a jersey.
Now that's what you do.
Yep, you lean out there and let your jersey take it. Wear your jersey loose.
Yeah.
Alexander hit by the pitch. So good start for Cherryville here as they trail by a run. They're going to the bottom of the 7th, a 2-1 game. Alexander a leadoff hit by pitch is at first, and now Dalton Towery. Towery reached on an error. And that error is how Alexander come in to score, and that's the only run for Cherryville on the night. First pitch, a ball to Towery. Good crowd here tonight. The rain has held off for the most part. No rain so far. We're hoping it continues.
Pickoff move, nothing going.
Probably need another 45 minutes to an hour, I would say, unless we go extra innings. Maybe the longest stretch it's gone without raining in the last 10 days.
8 hours.
Yep. 1 ball, 1 strike as Towery fouls it off.
Could be right.
Other scores today, Caldwell beat Gastonia 12-2 to even that series at a game apiece. Now Caldwell leads in the 3rd game of the series 4-2 as they go to the 7th inning up at Caldwell. And the Gaston Braves won today 9-4 over Rutherford. They lead that 2-0. Towery another foul ball. And Lincoln County, under the direction of Coach Bruce Bullock, got a great game today from Hayden Deal on the mound as they win 8-1 over Henderson County. They've allowed 1 run in each game. 2 good starting pitchers for Lincoln County. Here's a swing and a miss. Towery is retired.
Well, Coach Day said he would have dragged by him there. So, Coach, we'll just call him that. Coach Day, Umpire Day, concession stand Day.
D-Day.
Needs to get.
So a 1 out after Towery strikes out. Alexander still at first, and Dylan Harris, your hitter. And the first pitch, ground ball up the middle, could be 2. Shortstop will have to hurry, goes second for 1. The relay to first won't be in time. The throw actually goes all the way over to the dugout, but not into the dugout. And
shortstop did the best he could.
He did, and he made a safe throw. Yeah. Wasn't going to throw it away. Or you mean the shortstop? Yeah.
No, the shortstop did the best he could, getting the ball to second. He actually, I think, might have even, Dave, you talked about how well he's played, might have even gave a chance to make the play, but I just don't think second baseman was.
He had to shoot it out of a cannon.
Yeah, it just wasn't quite in time. It was close enough, but too many hops to double up.
Harris at first on the fielder's choice, and this one hits Fuller, and that's the kid that had words with him earlier, Kevin. So
going across
with
the field.
Pitcher, yep. So you might see a little bad blood between these two, and I know one thing, Huntersville can't afford to get anybody tossed because they only brought 9 tonight. So Fuller is hit. I guess it got him in the head. Down to second base goes Harris.
Across the back.
Okay. Down to second base goes Harris. 2 runners on, 2 outs. top of the order Cody Dellinger, but
Fuller's a big kid. He's not wanting to hit him on purpose, probably. Maybe he did because
you never know. I mean,
because they had words, you never know what they said. We don't know what they said, but
even if he didn't hit him on purpose, after there's words, it's on purpose till proven different. You know, I mean that's the sad part about it. We don't know if he did or not, but the coach for Huntersville comes out and speaks with the home plate umpire. I don't know if the umpire issued a warning for both sides or not. I didn't notice.
Coach Reynolds going to have a runner here for the third baseman.
Harris coming out and going in is number 19, Hunter Jackson. Hunter Jackson will take over.
I think we got a new batter too here, David, number 9.
We do. No, you're right, we do. I looked at the position. He's playing number 9. Yeah, we do have a hitter here for, no, that's Cody Dellinger. We're right. I'm sorry. Top of the order, Cody Dellinger. He belongs there. He's the DH tonight. 0 for 3 tonight, though. Looking for his first hit. Couldn't think of a better time. A 2-1 Huntersville lead. 2 down in the inning. Cherryville with runners at first and second now. Jackson is at second base. Fuller's at first, and the pitch down low to Cody Dellinger. Ball 1. One ball, the pitch on the way to Jackson's fouled straight back behind the side of play.
That's right. And right where I usually park, sending a couple back there tonight, I might have to rethink where I park, David.
Well, home's not a bad spot.
Yeah. If I park tonight, I ain't going to get hit. Clint's truck is the vulnerable truck tonight.
1-1 down low.
The Winnebago, anybody can hit it out right center field. We need an insurance company to.
And Dustin's out there saying, "Hey, wait a minute now."
Sponsor the window. No, we need Great Outdoors to sponsor a fishing net for Dustin to catch the balls hit out there, and we need an insurance company to sponsor our broken windows.
That'd be great.
Hit it here. We'll throw $20 in the half and half.
And speaking of insurance companies, we don't want to forget this is our Billy Rowland State Farm bottom of the 7th. And Cherryville looking to try and tie it here in the Billy Rowland State Farm bottom of the 7th. And there's a shot in the gap, right center field. That's going to at least tie it. All the way to the fence. 1 run will score. Here comes Fuller around third. He will score. Over to third with a triple. Maybe is. Yes, he's in there. And now the ball gets by. And
Coach Reynolds held him up because it went under the seats over here. So
they're probably not going to give him home either. That's a 2-run triple off the bat.
Well, I mean, it's Cherryville's dugout. They can't sit over and interfere with the ball and expect them to give them the
run. Exactly.
Sorry, guys. Y'all want to run, you can sit in the dugout.
Yeah, they're not going to give him home, and Coach Reynolds not going to argue that. No. He realizes that. He's the first guy to tell you that.
Well, the only reason they're all sitting out there, the way the ballpark designed hundreds and hundreds of years ago.
Hundreds and hundreds.
Well, if you look at the original dugouts, they're pointed towards center field and not towards home plate. Even you can look at the first baseman and see it probably better. But the dugouts point to center field and not towards the pitcher and catcher, so there's no sight lines down there.
Now a bunt laid down foul. That's a good thought by Caleb Nairn. Boy, if he gets that down, you got another run because they're not going to throw him out.
Coach, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Big O Country.
What are some of the greatest moments in sports? For me, I think of the basketball games in my uncle's driveway when I was a kid. He wasn't just my uncle, he was a friend. When he died, his funeral allowed me to share what he meant to me. It was a meaningful funeral for a life worth celebrating. As a member of the National Funeral Directors Association, the staff at Carpenter's Funeral Home understand the importance of creating a meaningful funeral service for a life worth celebrating. For more information, call Carpenter's Funeral Home at 704-435-6711. Carpenter's Funeral Home, excellence in cremation and funeral services.
After a couple words with his starting pitcher, Trevin Smith, the head coach of this Huntersville team.
Dellinger on third after the triple. Scores 2 to put Post 100 up 1. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning, Post 100 leads 3-2.
2 Rocky Bennett runs here in this Billy Rowland 7th inning for Cherryville Post 100 to take the lead. And now the pitch popped up, foul. third base side. Should be room for the third baseman, and he will make the play for out number 3. So that will do it, but not before Cody Dellinger has the big blow, the 2-run triple that scores 2 runs for Cherryville in the 7th inning. 2 runs on just 1 hit. There was no errors and 1 runner left on base. We've played 7 complete. Your Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky TRT trailer sales scoreboard. Cherryville on top of Huntersville now 3-2.
There you go, Ann. Your new account is now open. Just one more little thing.
Here's your card.
What was that?
It's my new bank. Every time I turn around, I get hit with another fee.
You need to get an account at Carolina Federal Credit Union.
She's right. Tired of getting hit by bank fees? Switch to Carolina Federal Credit Union today. Make those pains go away.
Here's your receipt.
Welcome back to Cherryville High School online. We're the first
Cherryville High School online.
Well,
I like that.
Yeah, we're at Cherryville High School, and we're online. We're at Fraley Field, actually down the street from the actual school if you're not from here, but if you are, you know where it's at.
That makes me think of something I'd like to know, and you think it'll ever happen. Do you think one day all school will be online?
There is school. There is colleges online.
Yeah, I mean.
So it should be. If I can sit there and Google any question the teacher has, it shouldn't have a problem with. Better than looking it up in a book.
Wayne Schaefer, the top of the order here for Huntersville, leading off the top of the 8th inning. So big inning here for Johnson on the hill. And the 0-1 to Schaefer down in the end of ball.
You don't even need school books anymore. You need Wikipedia and Google. And if you can't find anything between those two, it doesn't exist.
And the pitch, 1-1, grounded up the middle. Shortstop Huff to his left, fields it behind second, throws to first, in time to get Schaefer. Nice play. 6-3. Schaefer gets down the line pretty good, and he was really, really hustling, trying to beat that one out and give his team a spark, but a good play by Huff. 1 up, 1 down now for Jeffrey Williamson, who is the pitcher of record tonight. He's gone the distance for this Huntersville team. Done a good job on the hill for him. Here's the pitch, swung on left center field. Center fielder Beam going back on it. Not going to get to this one. It's over his head. Cut it off just before it gets to the left center field fence, but into second base with a stand-up double is Williamson.
Tail lights on that one, David.
Yes,
hit
it
right
was.
over, almost over the head of Josh.
He hit that one hard enough. Nobody would have gotten to it. So.
It was a smoker out there to center field, and Beam gets beaten as a double now, and with 1 out. Post 100 leads 3-2 here in the top of the 8th, and out comes Coach Reynolds. We'll take another quick break here on Big O Country. 30 seconds. We'll be right back.
Got a building project in the near future? Then see Don or Tracy Lyles at College Building Supplies in Dallas, right across from Gaston College. You'll find material for treated decks, storage buildings, and even galvanized metal. Save too on roof cement and cement blocks. College Building Supply in Dallas has vinyl windows in all sizes as low as $69. Get quotes from kitchen cabinets, shingles, exterior siding, and even dog houses. College Building Supplies, Highway 321 in Dallas, across from Gaston College. Open Monday through Saturday.
When the septic tank backs up, Dennis Willis Septic Service in Cherryville is the name to remember. Dennis Willis services, repairs, and installs all types of septic tanks. They have pump-out tanks, too. Call Dennis Willis for septic tank service at 704-435-2326. Again, that's 704-435-2326 for professional, fair, and honest work from a name you've trusted for years. Dennis Willis Septic Tank Service of Cherryville. Again, that's 704-435-2326. Hauser Drug Store on the corner in downtown Cherryville has been Cherryville's hometown pharmacy since 1935, and they know you by name. For durable medical equipment such as wheelchairs, oxygen, walkers, CPAPs and BiPAPs, lift chairs, and diabetic supplies too, like strips and lancets. Hauser Drug bills Medicare and most all private insurances. And does your pharmacy make home deliveries? Hauser Drug in Cherryville does. It's service after the sale. Good luck, Post 100 from Hauser Drug.
And close this thing out. Not only can he close out a game, he could close out a series for Cherryville Post 100. But a little bit of trouble here as Williamson's at second, one out, and Kurt Stabasevsky, the number 3 hitter up there, as Cameron High's first pitch is high for a ball.
Post 100, if they win tonight, we're going to guess. We don't know. We'll play Tuesday at Mint Hill, at Independence, or at Butler.
This pitch again up high, 2-0 to Stabasevsky, 0 for 3 tonight.
So plan to see a home game would be Wednesday.
Yeah, wow, wait a minute. Weather permitting.
Weather permitting.
2-0 pitch, and again upstairs, 3 balls, everything above that letter line. 3-0 the count. 1 out in the inning, a ground out by Schaefer, followed by a double from Williamson, and that's where we stand. Tying run at second base, Cherryville up 3-2. And the 3-0 pitch, that's in there for a strike. Got it pulled down a little bit to Cameron High, and the count now 3-1. Shelby not in action tonight. She Post 82 received a forfeit from Haywood County, so Shelby now leads that series 2-0. Here's a swing and a miss. Count goes full now, 3-2 to Stabasevsky.
We'll have coverage of that game tomorrow night in Haywood County. Dan Greer and Andy Foster will have that game, and I'll be there running the computer.
I'd be interested to know their reasoning for not coming to play. I mean, did they not have enough players? Or is that the story, or do we know?
Listening overhead, seemed to be the last 2 days they had some transportation issues, which that could also be an excuse. I mean, so back-to-back days of bus company or something.
3-2 pitch again coming from Cameron High. And he delivers, and it's ripped foul, right side out of play. Count will stay 3-2. Reset it and do it again. Runner at second base, Williamson with 1 out. He represents the tying run for Huntersville. A 3-2 game. The stretch now, and the 3-2 pitch again from Cameron High is hit into right field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. It's fielded by Fuller, the throw in with a hold runner at third base, so a good job to get it in quick. Is that still Fuller out there in right? So a base hit by Stabasevsky, but not an RBI as the runner has to hold at third base, but now runners at the corners with just 1 out, and Carson McNamara, who's singled and homered tonight, is at the plate. I tell you what, he's one of the smaller players on this team, but he drilled that home run a while ago.
I thought you was lying when you just said that.
Well, I had to look down. I checked myself.
No, he didn't.
I said, he is number 12. Unless they've got 2 12s. Put in, runner goes, pitch is inside. The throw is just right back to the pitcher. They will not throw down. They'll concede the base to Stabasevsky. He's still second, so he's in scoring position. So now tying run at third, go ahead run at second base. We're in the 8th inning. 3-2, Cherryville on top. And 0-1 to McNamara, the catcher.
Might think about pitching around him, David.
Yep, and swing and a miss. Or throw like that and hope he chases it. breaking pitch that he can't catch up with.
Because Champion on deck's 0 for 3 tonight. A couple of pop-ups and a ground out to short.
Now an 0-2 count. You can pitch very carefully to McNamara. And
he's not going to see a fastball.
Hope he chases something. Hunter Jackson sets up outside. He sees it, but it's outside about 3 feet.
Yeah.
He could barely see it. 1-2 now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cameron High in relief of Alec Johnson. Another good, solid performance from Alec Johnson on the mound.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
2 good performances here tonight because this Jeffrey Williamson has had a great performance for Huntersville as well. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch to McNamara. Foul tipped it. Just got a piece of it. Enough to stay alive, and it will stay 1-2. Cameron High would like to have had that one.
Runners on second, third, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Post 100 up 3-2 in the top of the 8th inning.
2 hits this innings brings the hit total for Huntersville up to 7 for the game. And the count 1-2 here. The stretch by Cameron High, the pitch to the plate, swung on, lifted high on the infield. It's going to be the shortstop, Brett Huff, will make the play, kind of in behind third base.
Thought it might be trouble when it first hit there, David.
Yep. But nothing doing.
Infield.
And that's a big out for Cameron High and for Cherryville Post 100. 2 down now in the inning. The runners can advance. And it will be up to the center fielder, Will Champion, who Kevin said 0 for 3 on the night. Sometimes those guys are dangerous, though. Those that are hitless and looking for that first hit.
They're due.
They are due. That's the positive way to look at it.
My cell phone just went dead.
You throwing it away?
No, I'm looking to see if I got an extra cord. It's in my car and I didn't drive, I think.
First pitch up and away. A ball. I hear my name getting mentioned down there. I'm getting in trouble again. Just behaving myself, Kevin.
Said something about you being the ugliest waitress they've ever had.
This pitch down and away, 2-0. Well, if I was ever their waitress, I'd have to agree with them.
Top 8, 3-2.
A 2 ball, no strike count, Kevin, here as first base is open. But as we've said, Champion 0 for 3, and now the pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. That's a good pitch by Cameron High when you don't really want to come right down the middle with it. Able to throw one across the outside edge for a strike. 2 balls and a strike. Williamson's at third. Stabasevsky is at second. There's 2 outs. A 3-2 Cherryville lead in jeopardy here, and the pitch down and away, 3-1.
Yeah, I got a dead phone. You got an iPad charger?
I'm going to see if I got anything that'll work for you. I don't know, but I might.
I got 20 of those cords. I own 20 of them, and none of them are here. But there's one on the Winnebago.
Here's the pitch to the plate. Swung on, grounded out towards short. That's going to be a tough play for Huff. He hurries, charges, throws, not in time. And the run comes in to score. We're tied again, 3-3. Huff played that ball the best he could possibly play it, but just no chance.
No chance. Slow grounder. The only really chance you had to hope is maybe the pitcher could have made a play on the ball.
In to score is Williamson. We're now tied 3-3. It's an RBI infield hit for Champion. And on the play over to third base goes Stabasevsky. So runners at the corner, still 2 down for Gregella. Can you charge off of a USB?
Well, yeah. Keeper comes to the rescue.
I think that's iPhone capable there.
Now I can get text from
Just don't let me forget
from my camera guy. That's what I always wanted.
No balls and a strike here to the big guy, Brandon Gregilla. 3-3 game. We are in the 8th, and now Coach Reynolds is going to take a trip to the mound. We'll take a timeout. Back in a moment here at Fraley Field in Cherryville.
Trust Napa Know-How and your Lincoln Auto Parts on North Generals Boulevard to have the parts you need to get the job done right. Napa Auto Parts at 136 North Generals Boulevard is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m., Saturday 8 to 4:30. Call 704-735-0411 or come by for quick, knowledgeable service from Eddie or Jason. For your car, truck, SUV, or other vehicle, get the right part. And remember, your Napa Auto Parts store in Lincoln has a full machine shop too. Call 704-735-0411 or come by 136 North Generals Boulevard, Lincoln.
So Gregilla stands in there now as Coach Reynolds back in the dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Runner on first and third. 3-3 here in top of the 8th inning as Huntersville has tied this game and now threatening to take the lead.
That's a big one over there at third. Kevin Stabisevsky represents that go-ahead run. And here's a drive deep into right center field. Way back.
Catch this one.
And that thing is off the wall. 1 run will score. They're going to send the second runner around, and he will come in to score as champion. And now all of a sudden it is a 5-3 Huntersville lead, a 2-run double off the bat of Gregilla. So he's starting to hit the ball now. His second consecutive hit of the night. Drives in 2 runs. A big inning here for Huntersville to take a 5-3 lead.
That ball about 4 inches from being a home run.
Yes, it was.
And about 5 feet short of being in Dustin Day's, our cameraman's at lap.
2-run double. And now Whitman, your hitter.
It's a good thing Andre wasn't out there. He can't see it.
Really?
No.
Well, he'd have been okay there.
He might have ducked and fell off the fell off the truck.
Yeah. First pitch misses, ball 1.
Post 100 now trails 5-3. 1-1 game through 7, David, and then the floodgates open, or through 6.
Here's the pitch, swung on, foul back into the net. Now they go to the 9th inning at Caldwell. Gastonia's tightened it up. It's 4-3. Going to the 9th, 4-3. And that's a big pivotal game there in that series with both of them standing at a game apiece, Gastonia and Caldwell. Here, Cherryville trying to close it out, but it's not looking good now as Huntersville's taking a 2-run lead here in the top half of inning number 8. 5-3, and here's the pitch grounded to third, and a bad hop off the shoulder of Alexander. Nothing he could do with it there. Just off his chest. I'm going to give him an error, an infield error. Tough break, just a tough hop, maybe off the lip of the grass. Over to third base goes Gregilla. So runners still on the corners, or on the corners again, I should say. And Hunter Dodson will be your hitter.
Post 100.
I keep looking to see if they're pinch hitting, but they can't be.
No, they don't have any subs.
First pitch to Dodson is down and away, a ball. 3-run inning here for Huntersville. Big 3-run inning with their backs against the wall. Trailing in the series 2-0, and they were trailing in the game 3-2, but now have a 5-3 lead. Cameron High, pitch to the plate, outside, 2 balls.
5-3, top of the 8th. Post 321 has added 3 runs this inning. Let's take a 5-3 lead over Post 100.
And this one fouled back into the net. 2-1 the count now.
You said Caldwell up 4-3 over Gastonia. Now the winner of that series plays the winner of what series? Union. One of those.
Oh, let's see, that's
Henderson
a 2, so they would play a 3 on the other side, which I think would be Lincoln County.
Okay.
I think.
What's their series status right now?
Lincoln County, up 2-0 on Henderson.
They played tonight?
They played this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yep. And won 8-1.
They just played 2 games.
Here's a swing and a miss. Well, Hickory Kings Mountain hadn't started yet. They're going to try again tomorrow.
They're going to play a quintuple header tomorrow starting at 9 a.m.
They're going to play 5 games tomorrow. Get them all in.
9, 11, 1, 3, and 5. And then
throw to first and the runner's back. 2-2 count. Hunter Dodson. Big inning for Huntersville here in the 8th. From the stretch now, Cameron High. Runner goes 2-2. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped right into the mitt, and that'll do it, but not before Huntersville. 3:21 has a big inning. They pick up 3 runs in the inning on 4 hits, 1 error, and 2 runners left on base. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Your score now on the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky TRT Turtle Sales scoreboard: Huntersville 5, Cherryville 3.
Shane Calloway invites you to see Cherryville Printables for your sports embroidery, screen printing, and promotional items. Plus, if you're a member of a sports team, the new Cherryville Printables sells uniforms and sporting good apparel, including New Era and Flex Fit hats. Plus, name brand apparel including Nike, Augustus, Holloway, Ashworth, Adidas, Carhartt, and Dry Duck. And they can personalize any item. And be sure to ask about their special fundraising pricing. See their products in Medical Center Pharmacy or call 704-748-3550. That's Shane Calloway and Cherryville Printables. Again, 704-748-3550.
We used to practice in a storage unit.
What makes a Cherryville Federal Bank mortgage better?
My apartment couldn't hold all the equipment. Plus, it wasn't a great way to make friends with the neighbors. I got a raise at my day job, and I was like, maybe I can afford a house. So I go down to see Ed at Cherryville Federal, just to see what was out there. He asked all about my job, how much I make, if I have anything saved for a down payment. Then he says I might be a perfect fit for some special home loan programs. He got me pre-qualified, so I knew how much house I could shop for. Now, I'm a homeowner. Me, a homeowner. With a couple of bedrooms, a porch, a garage band, and a mortgage that fits me.
Bankers who listen, mortgages that fit. That's what makes Cherryville Federal Bank better. An equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
And 2. What's that commercial with that smacking going on around there?
That's Carolina Federal Credit Union.
0-2, and that misses outside.
Saying don't get smacked by
that makes me hurt.
Don't get smacked by bank charges.
That's catchy. That's one you don't forget.
Both my car loans with Carolina Federal Credit Union. Give them a call today.
Inside corner, called strike 3. Beam didn't like it. He just stands there for a second, hesitant to walk off, but called strike 3, and Williamson, who has gone the distance here for Huntersville tonight, picks up a strikeout. 1, 2, 3. Just his 4th of the night. First pitch, a strike to Shoemaker. You know, he hasn't given up that many hits. We talked about that earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits on the night. The big one, the 2-run double to Cody Dellinger.
4 hits and 4 Ks, David. That's a recipe for a lot of defense.
Yep.
A lot of good that's a lot of off-balance hitters for it only be 3 runs.
And he's hit a batter. He's hit 2 batters in the game, and walked nobody.
Foul ball should be out of play, but it's staying close. Ooh, almost caught it.
Yeah, he did.
The 7-footer reaches over the line to the fence over there.
That's a key too to keeping your team in the game, Kevin. Is even though he's hit 2 batters, no walks. You know, I mean that's impressive.
Yep, that's the reason they lost last night. So that's
not last night, about a week ago. Wasn't it?
Every game feels like last night. I'll tell you that right now.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch to Shoemaker from Williamson is inside, nearly brushed his jersey, but didn't. And it's 2-2.
That turn your shoulder on that one, Dave. Curveball.
Got to learn how to put more air under the jersey, blow it out there where it gets hit. This one down and away, 3-2.
Curveball down 2 in the 8th inning. Turn that shoulder.
So a payoff pitch coming now to Shoemaker right down the middle of the plate. He pops it into center field. Should be easy in center field out there for Champion, and he makes the play. So 2 up and 2 down for Cherryville here in the 8th inning, and it'll bring up Brett Huff looking for his first hit of the night.
You're watching and listening to Cherryville Post 100 Baseball on WCSL1590AM.com and WCSL 1590 AM, OHS 1390 AM, and WLON 1050 AM.
First pitch in there for a strike to Brett Huff. Now the 0-1 is fouled back out of play into the net. So quickly in the hole 0-2 is Brett Huff. 5-3 Huntersville on top. A big 3-run 8th inning has given them the lead.
Pitcher's been in the... He's just in a rhythm right now, David. I mean,
he is.
He's got the hitters off balance, and we're in the 8th inning.
And this one off the outside edge of ball, 1-2.
He is overthrowing just a little bit, I can tell, on his fastball. He's trying to get the little extra oomph on it. That's why you've seen almost all of his fastballs creep to the outside there. Breaking ball, he's on. That's been perfect.
Applies the tag, that'll do it. 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for Cherryville in the 8th. We go to the 9th inning. Your score on the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard: Huntersville 5, Cherryville 3.
In the Gospels of Matthew, Luke, and John, we are called to forgive others, and God will forgive us. I find that I can forgive others, and I can ask God to forgive me, but sometimes I find it hard to forgive myself. If you are struggling with forgiveness, as we all do, come to Ryan Heights United Methodist Church and hear of the Lord's grace, mercy, and forgiveness. I'm inviting you to come and worship with us Sundays at 11. I am Kathy McAbee, pastor of Ryan Heights United Methodist Church, and we are located on Madison Street, just up from Betty Ross Park.
And they lived happily ever after.
Thanks, Mom.
Good night, honey.
Good night.
This moment is brought to you by Bennett Insurance Group, your local Erie insurance agent. For affordable insurance coverage in Cherryville, call Rocky at Bennett Insurance Group at 704-435-0271 and see how you can save. Bennett Insurance Group and Erie Insurance. We've got you covered. It's our true blue promise.
And Dylan Hurabud will lead things off here for Huntersville as we go to the 9th inning. Hurabud, the number 9 hitter, then back to the top with Schaefer and Williamson. And an 0-1 pitch on the way to Hurabud's outside corner for a strike. So he finds himself in the hole 0-2. Good crowd on hand here, but so far not looking good for Cherryville Post 100, down 2 runs here in the 9th. Here's a slow roller out to second. He'll have to hurry. Caleb Nairn does so. Charges, throws to first in time. That's a nice play. A tough play and a nice play by Nairn.
Yeah, great play by Nairn, coming in hard to get that ball. Had to get rid of it quick.
And then make an accurate throw.
Very tough throw, play and throw there.
4-3 put out gets Hurabud. There's 1 out in the inning now, and Wayne Schaefer will be the hitter, the leadoff hitter, 1 for 4 tonight.
Caldwell County wins 4-3.
It is a final. Caldwell takes a 2-1 lead in that series. 4-3 final.
Is that Gaston Braves?
Gastonia.
Gastonia Post 23.
This pitch misses upstairs, a ball. Number 1 overall seed Mint Hill up next.
Umpire just told him get back in the box.
4-3, Caldwell wins. 2-0 pitch on the way, in there for a strike.
Post 321 leads Post 100, 5-3.
You know what's going to happen? We're going to have a mess in these next series. You're going to have some start and some finishing on the same nights, and some teams not getting to start for a few days later.
That'll be good.
It'll be a mess.
Well, they've had enough days off to.
But with Cherryville, if they can't pull this one out, that's going to delay the start of the next series.
There's the John Brown Allstate foul ball.
Out in the parking lot.
Back in the First Baptist parking lot back here, where I usually park, but not tonight.
2 balls, 2 strikes. There's 1 out in the inning, nobody aboard. Wayne Schaefer, the hitter. Left-handed hitter against the right-handed throwing Cameron High. Cameron High with the wind, and the 2-2 on the way is fouled out of play again. That would make it over the net.
No.
Another John Brown Allstate foul ball. And speaking of our sponsors, we're going to need some Rocky Bennett runs in the bottom half of the 9th inning if Cherryville's going to be able to pull this one out. Trailing 5-3 so far. Huntersville still batting. Called strike 3. Batter knew it. Inside corner. That gets Schaefer for the second out here in the 9th inning. And now to bring up the pitcher tonight, who has been the star of this game tonight for Huntersville, Jeffrey Williamson. In a do-or-die situation, he's come in and pitched a really good game for Huntersville Post 321. Kept his team in the game all night, and they were able to score 3 runs in the 8th and take the lead back from Cherryville. And the first pitch to Williamson's up and away. He has a double and a walk tonight in 4 plate appearances. (1-0) on the way. Outside corner for a strike. Evens the count 1-1. Huntersville had 5 hits going into the 8th inning, Kevin. They got 4 hits in the 8th, including 2 doubles. 1-1, outside corner again. I tell you what, umpire's giving that outside corner, and Cameron High's been hitting it consistently. And that's going to be a hard pitch for those right-handed batters to hit, especially if they don't want to hit the opposite way. And the 1-2, swing and a miss. Again, he puts it over that corner, and Williamson can't lay off of it. Tries to check his swing.
He had to swing at that with the way the umpire called the last 2 pitches.
Nothing doing. A 1-2-3 inning for Huntersville in the 9th. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Do or die time for Cherryville here tonight. Hauser Drug, Mr. Sparky, TRT Trailer Sales Scoreboard. Huntersville 5, Cherryville 3.
Bright, sunshiny day.
If you want to be treated like family, stop by the drugstore in Lincoln and Vale or Boger City, and you will get just that. The drugstore is locally owned and operated. George and his staff take great pride in giving all their customers fast, efficient, quality customer service. They can help you with any prescription or home health care need you may have. Find them on Facebook or at tdspharmacies.com. The drugstore would like to welcome you to their family. Your full-service service center for your automobile is Rick's Automotive on East Main Street in Cherryville. They do it all at Rick's Automotive. Rick Walker and his staff is dedicated at providing you the best in automotive care. From an oil change to a tune-up, from a tire alignment to a full set of new tires, from heaters to air conditioners, you can get it done at Rick's Automotive. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30. Rick's Automotive, 1001 East Main Street in Cherryville. Call 435-3801.
Fly ball center field. The center fielder falls down.
Yes, he does.
Falls down for Huntersville on a pop-up to center field. And
boy, could that be the break that Cherryville Post 100 is looking for. Brandon Alexander's going to get a hit.
Huge break.
But the center fielder just went on takeoff. He slipped on takeoff.
Yep.
And fell to the ground and was unable to recover. Shortstop had no chance to get back there. It's hit in between them. And
kind of looked like he was out there in quicksand the way he just laid there when he fell. It kind of scared you to make you think he might have got hurt, but I guess he's okay.
In there for a strike here to start the count to Dalton Towery.
He did not like that call. Strike zone has widened the later we've gone.
So tying run at the plate. And the pitch to Towery's in there for a strike. Fastball right across the outside part. 0-2. Towery looking for his first hit tonight. Only 1 hit out of the bottom 3 batters tonight. And the 2-0 is ground. Excuse me, the 0-2 is grounded foul toward the Cherryville dugout. As a matter of fact, we've told you all night long, Cherryville's just not hit the ball. Only 5 hits tonight. And Alexander, with that one, fortunately, there is the only player with multiple hits.
He didn't mean to get that.
No, he didn't. Here's the pitch down low, 1-2. Cherryville trying to find a way to get Towery aboard here anyway to get 2 on. He tying runs aboard.
Yep.
They trail 5-3 here in the 9th. Nobody out. And the 1-2 is inside corner. Called strike 3. Wow. So Towery was retired for the first out here in the 9th. And now Hunter Jackson, who's in there for Dylan Harris. This will be Jackson's first at-bat of the night.
Runner on first. Posting Hunter down 2. Jackson at the plate.
And the first pitch, a breaking pitch upstairs. Ball 1.
Bottom of the 9th. Here in Cherryville.
And this
Swing and a
pitch,
miss.
yeah, swung on and missed. 1-1 now. Jackson stands in, awaits the pitch from Williamson. The runner at first base, Alexander, with the lead. This one in the dirt. Good job by Jackson to lay off of it. It's 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. And the pitch on the outside corner down at the knees.
That's called a strike 2.
Yep. 2-2 the count.
Yeah, strike zone got about 3 or 4 inches wider these past couple innings. Hitter's got to adjust, though. Anything close. And Hunter Jackson, deep left field.
Way back to the fence. It is
home run by the little man.
Hunter Jackson drills the home run, and we are tied.
Littlest, smallest player on the team, David. Looks like a little leaguer. Just went yard to tie the ball game in the bottom of the 9th. Hunter Jackson.
How about that? He drills the deep ball to left field. Celebrating there at the plate as he ties this game up 5-5. Don't count Cherryville out just yet. Now, how big is that center fielder slipping?
Oh, yeah.
Out there on the Alexander.
We said it when it happened. They slipped.
Could that be the break they're looking for? And it's paid off. It's a tie game. And now Clay Fuller will be your hitter.
Hunter Jackson going deep. It's going to be hard to keep him out of the lineup, David.
It's
timely hitting. I was about to say.
I had to delete my tweet.
I was this close saying they couldn't want a better hitter at the plate. Jackson continues with the timely hitting. Anytime they've needed a big hit, he's been up at the plate. He's delivered.
First pitch, a strike to Clay Fuller, who's had been hot coming in tonight. He's looking for his first hit tonight. He was hit by a pitch in the 7th inning. And he fouls one out of play, a John Brown All-State foul ball back into the parking lot near the church.
Fuller gets hold of one. He can put one on the gym over here.
Well, he's already hit a home run in this series, I think.
He can hit a Wes Anthony Dustin Day shot on the right field in the gym.
0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. So a big strikeout. Fuller goes down.
Oh, they're still talking
they are.
Clay. He's got big issues with the pitcher.
Well, the pitcher don't want to get tossed.
No, they ain't got enough players.
They'd be out of the game. They could, if they both get tossed, that's Cherryville's benefit because game over. As far as we know, we don't think they have but 9 players over there. Now Dellinger up there. Dellinger had the big hit in the 7th, the 2-run triple that gave Cherryville the lead for the time being.
Well, they got one. Somebody's in the dugout. We don't know if it's a player or a coach.
Yeah. Here's the first pitch outside. I think it's his assistant coach.
That's called a strike.
It was, wasn't it?
Yep.
I left off corner.
Yeah.
Outside corner for a strike. Here's one little bloop out in the right center field. Center fielder coming on. This time he doesn't slip, and he will make the play for out number 3. So that will do it.
Free baseball.
Yes, it is. A big blow off the bat of Hunter Jackson has tied it up. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left. We go to the 10th, all tied here on the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard. Cherryville 5, Huntersville 5.
Friends, let's stop spending our weekends driving back and forth from some home improvement warehouse. Let's make one trip to Ace, get help quickly from people who know their stuff, and do it all before our second cup of coffee. Get your weekend back.
Ace can help you quickly turn your to-do list into a to-done list.
To help out with your weekend projects, see Ferguson's Ace Hardware. Ferguson's Ace Hardware on Highway 150 East in Cherryville, helping you out with your weekend projects.
Ace, the helpful place.
Your reasons for a personal loan are as individual as you are. As a community bank, we understand that. We're the bank with a focus on service. So we'll help you design a loan plan that fits your needs and your budget. Talk to us about your personal reasons for a personal loan. First National Bank, hometown banking since 1874. Member FDIC.
Just like you love Cherryville sports,
back here at Fraley Field in Cherryville. A 1-1 count to Stabasevsky as he leads off, and here's a line drive to first. It's going to be caught by Shoemaker. Kind of a soft line drive over there that's caught by Shoemaker at first base. So 1 up, 1 down here in the 10th inning. That's right, the 10th inning, tied 5-5, and now Carson McNamara, who is one of the reasons
scoreboard says we're in the first inning.
That this team is, yeah, it does. Yeah, and it don't have any space, I don't think, to put 10th inning runs, does it? Here's a check swing.
I can't remember if it's got one space for the 10th or not. They checked down to first, no go. He had a home run earlier in the game tonight.
Here's a pitch to the plate, and that stays upstairs. 2-0 the count.
Folks, remember you can watch all of our replays online on our YouTube page. Go to youtube.com/whatsupshopper. Every time we do a ball game, we post the game. We record the game and post it on our YouTube page. If you can also go to our homepage, ktcbroadcasting.com, go over to the What's Up TV button, click on it, go down to sports replays, and you can catch a team-by-team replays so you can watch all of the 2013 highlights of Cherryville Post 100 and Shelby Post 82. 3-1 now to the batter. 1 out, 5-5, top of the 10th. As Hunter Jackson's 2-run homer has sent us to the 10th inning.
Here's a ground ball to third. Third baseman fields clean. Long throw across the diamond in time. That's to Alexander now at third base. And he makes the play. So 2 up, 2 down, 5-3 put out of McNamara. And it'll be up to Will Champion, who had an RBI single back in the 8th inning.
Scoreboard only has 9 holes. Fastball outside, 1-0 to the batter. Free baseball here in Cherryville. That means free labor.
That's right. There you go.
Sorry, cameraman.
Shot into right field. Base hit. Will Champion, who was hitless until the 8th, now has back-to-back singles. Keeps the inning alive for this Huntersville team. 5-5 game. Champion delivers the 2-out single. And I'm writing in the wrong column. Of course, I've got the old 9-inning book here. I've got to.
Now look, you just missed it, David. The big kid here for Huntersville walking up. Hunter Jackson now doing the catching.
Here's the pitch. He's twice his height and twice his weight.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
First pitch is in there for a strike on the corner. 0-1 to Gregella. Gregella
hit the ball well.
Yeah, he had the big 2-run double that gave Huntersville that lead, that 5-3 lead.
You folks sitting there watching on TV, Jackson's the catcher there. See how much taller Gela is.
You can see how much taller he is than the umpire.
Jackson's the one that hit it out of this park tonight.
There's a check swing outside corner. Doesn't matter. Strike 2. 0-2 now to Gregilla. Gregilla, the first baseman. 2 for 4 tonight. Single and a 2-run double. 5-5 game. Go ahead, run at first base, but 2 outs. Cameron High steps off for a moment.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
From the stretch, the pitch outside. Tried to get him to chase one. Kevin, I'm probably going to have to go get, if Cherryville don't win in the bottom of the 10th, or lose for that matter, this top of the 10th isn't over, I'm going to have to go downstairs for an extra drink soda pop.
I thought you were going to say bad thing. There goes the runner.
Runner does go. Throw down to second. Won't be in time. Good jump. Good jump and a stolen base from Champion.
Yeah, great jump off high there.
And now the count is 2-2 to Gregilla. So
go ahead, run at second. 5-5, top of the 10th at Fraley Field here in Cherryville.
I think I pitched Gregilla very carefully here, Kevin, with first base open and 2 outs. And the pitch is down low, and he grounds it to second. That was a good pitch.
Yep.
Throw over to first in time. Something he can only hit down, basically. And he does hit a ground ball, and that will do it for Huntersville. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 runner left. We go to the bottom of the 10th. Your score on the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard, 5-5, Cherryville and Huntersville.
Since 1900, the Stamey Funeral Home in Fallston has been serving the families of our area with the finest in funeral service. In 1998, the Tysinger family began to serve the families of the Cherryville community, and today are a proud member of that community, providing services with dignity and respect. Caring for your family like our own, that's their slogan. Come talk with manager Pete Kraft about the services they provide at the Stamey Cherryville Funeral Home, 405 North Dixie Street in Cherryville.
In the nation, they go by Guardian, Lifesaver, and Friend. At Nationwide Insurance, we just call them agents. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation that cares.
Nationwide is on your side.
Your Nationwide insurance agent in Cherryville is Sandy Cunningham Nationwide Insurance, 1608 East Church Street. Call 704-445-1990.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio. Subject to underwriting guidelines, review, and approval.
Get the Grasshopper Advantage with the new Grasshopper mower from West End Sales in Vail. And right now, you pay 0 interest for 54 months with equal monthly payments. Come on in to West End Sales for all the details. Not only will you see the difference, you will experience the difference. Make a Grasshopper your next mower from West End Sales. Highway 18 North at the 27 West intersection. Get 0% financing on the Grasshopper mowers from West End Sales in Vail. Get it cranked with a stop at Field Starter and Alternator in Cherryville. They start all the winners. They do it all at Field Starter and Alternator, from starters to alternators, generators, rebuilt and repairs. With 2 locations, 457 Paul H. Beam Road and 319 East Main Street, both in Cherryville. Yes, get it cranked and get it running with a visit to Field Starter and Alternator of Cherryville.
Bottom of the 10th, 5-5. Post 100. They took a momentary lead. Momentary lead after 7. And then Hunters will put 3 more on the board. And then Hunter Jackson with a 2-run shot in the 9th to tie it.
This pitch upstairs again. 2 balls, no strikes to Nairn. And you know what? I'm not so sure. That's pretty good strategy here by Nairn. A new pitcher coming in, a lefty, and you're showing bunt, making him change his delivery a little bit. And this one way out of the strike zone. 3-0. He's not close with that one.
It doesn't look like he likes that
lefty
sitting over the plate like that.
I'm not so sure if he don't. If Nairn's able to reach here on the walk, Josh Beam maybe get the same signs, the bunt sign.
Yeah.
even if you don't try to bunt him over, maybe take a couple. Here's the pitch to Nairn. Again down low, ball 4 on 4 pitches. Caleb Nairn draws the walk. So he will head down to first base. Nobody out, and Josh Beam, another lefty.
Oh, you're going to see bunt after bunt after bunt attempt right now.
Or at least square around to.
Well, when you got the biggest kid on the mound pitching, the biggest kid on the team pitching, you're going to make him move and make him field his position. Huntersville's going to come out and have a quick talk. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Big O Country.
Cherryville has a hometown skilled nursing facility that loves their work too. Peak Resources Cherryville, where caring comes to life. For a tour of Peak Resources Cherryville, call us at 704-435-6029 or just stop by. Located off Delview Road at 700 Self Street in Cherryville. And we'd love to meet you. Peak Resources Cherryville, providing exceptional nursing and rehabilitation care at Cherryville. Again, phone 704-435-6029 for Peak Resources Cherryville.
We'll be right back. Again, we're going to get a pitching change, so 60 seconds back at the studio. We'll be right back on Big O Country.
The game is about to start.
What the?
You finally put the kids to sleep.
Sweet dreams. No, the battery.
Your dinner guests will be here in 5 minutes.
Not now. Oh.
Mr. Sparky electricians are around the corner and ready to help. Get a free service call with any repair from Mr. Sparky today.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
First pitch outside is a ball.
A ball to Josh Beam, who now faces the new right-hander. And I can get the number, Kevin. We'll get it here in just a second.
He's the leadoff hitter.
Okay, that would be Schaefer.
Yep.
And this one down, or he lunged at it, didn't he? 1-1.
Schaefer pitched the other night, all sidearm.
Wayne Schaefer.
And it lots and lots of movements. And pick-off move, nothing going over at first. Lots of movement on every pitch he throws. So Cherryville's got to just sit in the box, scoot up a little bit, and hammer it when it hangs there. Beam squares around the bunt, pulls it back.
That just missed. I mean, that had to be close to the outside corner.
Had to be close to hitting his bat.
Yeah, it did.
That was
just
late
missed two things.
Back.
Just missed the plate and the bat, didn't it?
Coach Reynolds going to march down the third baseline and throw out some signals.
2 balls and a strike to Beam, the runner at first base, Caleb Nairn. He walked on 4 pitches.
I think that signal was he wanted a milkshake with his combo.
I'll take the same. What did he do? 2-1 on the way, and again he draws back and takes the ball down low. 3 balls and a strike. They're having trouble pitching strikes to these left-handers squaring the bunt.
Tyler Schaefer better get in the box left-handed and square around.
Hey, why not? Shoemaker on deck. He'll be next. This one over the head of, and ball 4 to Josh Beam. No, obviously he's not. I heard somebody say he didn't mean to. Obviously you don't want to give somebody the free pass when you're tied in the 10th, so he definitely didn't mean to. And down to first base on the walk. That's back-to-back walks. Beam to first, down to second goes Caleb Nairn. Still nobody out, and it will bring up Tyler Shoemaker. Shoemaker hitless tonight. Will he be called on to bunt?
And out comes the coach. We're going to have another conference on the mound.
I bet we have another change, Kevin.
We might. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Steve will let you know during the change. We're going to go ahead and take it. We're a minute and a half, Steve. Minute and a half. We'll be right back.
Discover something for everyone at the Red Rabbit 27 shops in Lincoln. For women, you'll find handbags, sunglasses, garden decor, and more. For men, there's outdoor furniture, garden tools, saddles, boots, and chaps. For kids, check out the selection of children's clothes, doll clothes, and baby blankets too. Everyone will love the birdhouses, artwork, pottery, plants, wicker furniture, antique furniture, and jewelry too. Located on Highway 27 east of Lincoln, Red Rabbit 27, open Monday through Saturday. Call 704-240-4448.
Bring it back after this.
And we're back, and there was no pitching change. A nice bunt laid down by Shoemaker. The only play will be at first.
Shoemaker with the best bunt of the season down the first
You're
baseline.
right. I tell you what, they nearly bunted for a hit, but gets the sacrifice done and gets the applause from the crowd.
The dugout's
understands the game.
Dugout's going to clear to give him 5 on that one.
That's a 3 unassisted, but a sacrifice, and that's the biggest sacrifice in quite a while for this team. Is down to second goes Beam, over to third goes Nairn.
That's going to bring up one of your best hitters.
Yeah, and you know they're going to walk, or you basically got to walk up, but it don't appear they're going to.
No, I'd put him on.
Yeah, you got to have that force everywhere.
One run's the only thing that counts.
Here's the first pitch to him, and he gets by the catcher. Wow. Not far enough, though, for Nairn to take off.
Well, maybe, David, they're just going to try to get the first run, try to get Huff out, and then
I don't know.
And then walk Alexander, maybe. I don't know.
Well, if they're looking at tonight and tonight only, Huff is 0 for 4, and Alexander has 2 hits.
And it
hits him, and that's a game.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. First base over. Yeah, I'm sorry. But you're right. I mean, there's your walk.
Yep.
There's your walk with base empty.
And he's going to – I'd back up. Well, no, not with no out to leave the infielders in.
Yeah, I'd already walked him. That's why I said that's the game, Kevin. I'd already walked him because I would have.
You'd already walked.
And you know what? That's one reason you don't do it is because you've got no room. A hit batter now or a base on balls, and it's over.
One of our cameramen was hit last play of the Little League Championship game.
First pitch upstairs, a ball to Alexander.
Threw up his bat up in the air, said, "We won," and he never ran to first base. You can ask Rocky Bennett. It's one of the biggest protests you've ever seen.
Now a strike.
I think it was against Rocky's team. He might remember that. I'll ask him about it later.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Bases juiced. Infield's in. Post 100, tied.
There's a breaking pitch for a strike, and he knew it. That was a good-looking pitch that time.
That's a good pitch right there.
It was. Alexander knew it was a strike. 1 and 2.
Is it 1 out or no outs? We got one on the board.
1 to bunt. Here's a swing and a miss. And that's the second out of the inning as Alexander's retired on strikes, and that's a huge strikeout.
Shoot, yes, it is. That's the last thing you want. Anything in play about scores the run or comes close to scoring a run for Post 100, and big strikeout for Alexander. Now, bases juiced. They didn't even have the infield back a minute ago. I'd at least had the middle guys back for turn 2. Curveball outside, 1-0 now.
1 ball, no strikes to Towery. He's hitless tonight, but he could get a big one right here.
Winning run at third.
Here's the pitch, swung on, fouled off. And the count now 1-1. We're in the 10th, a 5-5 game. Cherryville with the bases loaded, but 2 outs here in the bottom of the 10th. And the 1-1 pitch to Towery, breaking pitch again fouled off. And now he's in the hole at 1-2. What a game, and what a big piece of pitching this would be if Schaefer's able to get his team out of it. The curveball stays up this time, and it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the inning. 5-5 game. Bases loaded. 2-2 pitch on the way to Towery, down and away, and now the payoff pitch will be coming. 3-2.
Got to throw it right down the middle if you're Huntersville.
Not much more drama than this.
Towery's got to hit the ball.
3-2 pitch comes, and it's down and away, ball 4. That will do it. How about that? It ends, the game ends, and the series ends on a bases-loaded walk to Dalton Towery. All the runners advance, and the main one is Caleb Nairn, who comes in to score the game-winning run. 6-5 Cherryville. They also wrap up the series as they pick up 1 run in the inning, believe it or not, on no hits. 1 run, no hits. There was 3 walks and a hit batter, Kevin.
Walks were they just absolutely killed Huntersville in this series, David. I mean, from the start to finish, walks. You can't defend a walk no matter who your shortstop, second baseman is. You just can't defend a walk, and that was the killer for Huntersville in this series.
That did it. Final score here tonight on the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky TRT Trail Sales scoreboard. Cherryville wins over Huntersville 6-5. They win the series 3-0. We'll be back with the totals and the post-game awards right after this 3-minute timeout.
Super Tuesday is back at Medical Center Pharmacy on East Academy Street in Cherryville. Cheeseburgers for just 99 cents. And it's time to get your flu shots. And don't forget about the new Kids Vitamin Free program. Pick up a free bottle of Children's Chewable Multivitamins every 30 days. Parent must come in and sign up each child for their 30-day supply. At Medical Center Pharmacy, 607 East Academy Street in Cherryville. For breakfast, lunch, or dinner, it's Mitchum's Kitchen in Vail. Now open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sunday. Try their all-you-can-eat pancake special. All you can eat for only $3.99 every day. And don't forget about the big Sunday lunch specials. Every day is a great day to eat at Mitchum's Kitchen in Vail. Open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Call 704-276-1155 for all of your catering needs, too. Golf carts are the specialty at R&M Motors in Cherryville. No matter where you live, it's well worth the drive to R&M Motors in Cherryville for your custom-made golf carts. Prices start at only $18.50, and all carts come with a 30-day warranty. Come see the selection today. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Saturdays 8:30 till 2. And be sure to check out R&M Pawn and Trade and R&M Motor Tire and Automotive Care, all located on the Dallas-Cherryville Highway, 1 mile outside of Cherryville. Call 704-445-0103. The 2013 Dodge event is underway at Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge in Lincoln. Coming now for some great deals on the new 013 Dodge models, including the new 2013 Dodge Dart, starting at $15,995. Or lease a new 2013 Dodge Dart for $149 per month for 24 months. Or how about the new 2013 Dodge Charger, starting at $25,995. Or lease it for only $269 per month. See Abernathy for all the detail. Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge, 1442 East Main Street in Lincoln. You wouldn't want your favorite sports team to only play offense or only play defense. So when it comes to insurance, why settle for someone that can handle only your auto policy? Bring your home and auto insurance to Allstate now, and you can save big on both. You deserve someone that can assist you more. That's Allstate, Stan. Are you in good hands? Hey, sports fans, call Allstate agent John Brown at 704-435-1920 today.
Where Cherryville Post 100 has defeated Huntersville Post 321 6-5 in 10 innings. Hunter Jackson's 2-run homer in the bottom of the ninth tied the game. As we went on to the 10th inning, we Post 100 held Huntersville scoreless on top of the 10th. Then scored one run on no hits here in the bottom of the 10th inning to take the win, 6-5 on a walk-off walk. And then so Post 100 now wins the series 3-0, and our estimation is they will be at Independence on Tuesday to take on Mint Hill. So that's what we're going to guess. Tuesday at Mint Hill, Post 100 will start round 2 then. Now they need to win 3 rounds to make the state,
I guess the biggest thing that could change there, Kevin, is they play a lot of their games at Butler High too. So that's more likely to change, I think, than the Tuesday start date. So we'll be on the road because Mint Hill is not just the 1 seed in the East. They're the number 1 overall seed with the best record in Area 4 this year.
As far as our broadcast goes, we will have coverage of that game wherever it's at, Butler or Independence. But we will also have coverage of Shelby's game 4 and 5 on Tuesday if they lose tomorrow. Tomorrow night's broadcast on all 3 stations will be WOHS 1390 AM Shelby Post 82 against Haywood County in Game 3. They're up 2-0 in the series, so they can sweep tomorrow night. But for tonight's game, it's 6-5. Cherryville Post 100 wins, and David Keever has your stats.
Yeah, a few post-game awards I want to give away and some stats. 6 runs tonight for Cherryville. 6 runs tonight on 6 hits on the night. A very low hitting night, but they do salvage the win. No hits in that final inning, Kevin. We talked about that. The 3 walks and the hit batter contributed to the run. While Huntersville tonight scored 5 runs in the baseball game on 7, 8, 9, 10 hits. They did out hit Cherryville tonight, but they don't outscore them. Cherryville wins at 6-5. For Cherryville tonight.
Well, David, if I'm not mistaken, Huntersville out hit them in every game.
They may have.
I know they did in Game 2.
Yeah, I think they did in Game 1 as well. I'll tell you what, Game 1 was very close. It was 15-14 Cherryville.
Okay.
So they had to out hit them for the series.
They still had 14 hits, though.
and out hit them for the series, too. Out hit Cherryville for the series. Only players tonight with multiple hits for Cherryville, only one was Brandon Alexander, and one of his was a key there in the last inning when the center fielder slipped.
Right.
And was able to hit the 2-run homer. But
huge break for Post 100 to pop up to center field. The center field slipped. First step he took looked like he was standing in quicksand and couldn't make the play, and that allowed
proved to be the difference.
That proved to be the difference. It allowed Hunter Jackson to tie it up.
Some awards to give. Our first one is our Best Fielder Award, the First Baptist Church Best Fielder Award tonight. Alec Johnson, the starting pitcher, kept his team in this game all the way through the night. Another solid performance from Alec Johnson. Went into the 8th inning before being pulled there and was very solid for this team. So for his pitching efforts, another solid performance. Alec Johnson is our First Baptist Church Best Fielder of the game. Our Best Hitter Award goes to the leadoff man, Cody Dellinger. Best hitter sponsored by Medical Center Pharmacy. He only had 1 hit tonight, but it was a 2-run triple. A 2-run triple that gave Cherryville a short-lived lead there in the 7th inning. Put them up 3-2 for the time being before we saw Huntersville come back and tie and take the lead themselves. Cody Dellinger is our Medical Center Pharmacy Best Hitter Award. Our overall player of the game is sponsored by Peak Resources of Cherryville, and our overall player of the game, he didn't play long, but he got the job done, Kevin. That's Hunter Jackson.
Didn't have to play long.
He did a good job. He comes in there in a pinch hitting role and hits a big 2-run homer over the left field fence that scored Brandon Alexander and himself, Hunter Jackson, the 2-run homer that tied the game in the bottom of the ninth, sent it to extra innings, and allowed Cherryville to win the game. So for that effort, Hunter Jackson is our Peak Resources overall player of the game. Cherryville wins it. And Kevin, as he said, we'll just be sure we want our fans to check local listings, local newspapers, listening to our radio stations, Big O Country, and we'll definitely let you know when and where Cherryville will start the next series. It will be against number 1 seed Mint Hill, so it'll be on the road. Game 1. Mint Hill will be the host.
Best way to find out if you are not don't hear it on the radio, the best way to find out then will probably be through one of our Twitter accounts, at What's Up Shopper, at Shelby Post 82, at Cherryville Post 100, and all of our radio stations, our call letters are our Twitter names, so WLON, WOHS, and so on. So follow us on Twitter, and you'll get all the up-to-date information on there.
That'll do it here tonight. Final score on the Mr. Sparky House Drug TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard is Cherryville winning over Huntersville 6-5 for Kevin Hastings. I'm David Keever saying so long now from Fraley Field in Cherryville. Thank you. Thank you, Steve. Yes.